I'm doing. Hey y'all. Hi. We had a couple of technical difficulties. You know, shit happens. And you know what? Guess what? Way to start 2023. Here we are. I ain't even tripping. Welcome back to Nik Nite. I am your host, Miss Nick. This, as I just said, this is the first episode for 2023. So we're about to kick things off, and I wanted to. We really finna bring this in with a bang. So I want us to do a shot for the new year. And this being that this is the first show for the new year. But before I get into the shots, I need to give y'all my disclaimers. I really started to post that disclaimer earlier today on my Facebook page because I know we're going to piss some people off because this is clearly an emotional topic for some. So
For some of
we go, yeah, for some, it was like, I was like, damn. Like, and you know, it took everything in me not to go back and forth with folks, but you know. So let me give y'all my disclaimer real quick. The views and the opinions of the guests and others do not reflect Nik Nite. They are not a reflection of Nik Nite or the Nik Nite broadcast. We be drinking on here. We be drinking and sometimes, but we never drink excessively. So we do not drink excessively and we do not condone drinking excessively. So always please drink responsibly. I want y'all to follow me if you have not. I know a lot of y'all be tuning in on my personal page and I enjoy it, right? Because I like the commentary. We really get it going. But I do want y'all to go follow me on my business page on the Nik Nite at Miss Nik at Night on all social media. Because at some point I'm gonna stop posting on my regular Facebook page because y'all gonna get me in Facebook jail. Shit. Like they don't be tripping on me on my other page, but I got a feeling they're gonna be coming for me on my Nikki One of One page. So I might end up stopping that soon. So go like my Nik Nite page, and then that way y'all can stay tuned in. Now, first we're gonna do our shot, and then I'm gonna let my guests introduce themselves. Now we got 2 Crown drinkers, and we got 2 tequila drinkers in here.
Hey.
Woo! But you know what? I have a really good feeling about 2023. Like I got that's Jordan year, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Already.
I got a feeling this is going to be a hell of a year. So
I like that.
We are going to toast to prosperity, wealth, health, and fun. A whole lot of fucking fun.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's do it. All right now.
A whole lot of it.
All right.
Woo!
Uh-oh.
Her sister can't even take a shot.
She took a third of a shot anyway, but she's stunting over here.
Don't do that.
Now let's get into it. First, I'm gonna introduce my guest, and then we're gonna get into the topic. So we got Renita, we got CF Kaine, and we got Reese in the building. So Renita, tell the people a little bit about you, where they can find you, if you want them to find you. If you do not want them to find you,
okay.
Just say hey.
Well, hey y'all. Hey, I'm Renita. Go by Nita. I mean, you can find me on really mostly Snapchat and Facebook. I'm really just not even on social media like that. I do a little bit of dabbling, not too much. But yeah, I'm just happy to be here. Thanks for having me, Nik. I appreciate it. And hey, Little Rock, Arkansas in the building.
represent.
Yep. If you don't know me, you should. But it's your boy CF Kaine, easy for real. You can follow me on all social media at c.f.kaine, Kaine. And if you would be so inclined, pull me up on Pandora, pull me up on Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you listen to your music, go pull up CF Kaine, like something, you know what I'm saying? Help a brother out. Purchase something, please.
Reese, and he from Chicago. We got Chi-Town in house. CF from Chicago. We got Reese.
Only one of these kids doing their own thing.
I like that Bulls hat right there.
Man, thank you. I appreciate it.
Was that a shot this way?
Ooh.
We just
Reese, tell the people about who you are.
Oh man, I'm Reese.
Okay.
You can catch me in traffic. I don't do all that fancy stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
that nigga Reese. That nigga Reese.
Gotta work his ass. Shot down.
Pop is good, bro.
Hey Shay. I'm sorry, I'm yelling in y'all ear. Okay, let's get into this shit, right? So a couple of months ago, I read an article that said a lot of women are choosing to stay single. And the article was actually really interesting. The one thing that kind of stood out for me was they were saying the men lack of communication is one of the reasons. They had a few reasons as to why these women are choosing to stay single. One of them that, like I said, stood out to me was the men's lack of communication. And so, y'all know my ass just be sitting around thinking. And I was thinking, and I posted on Facebook, and I said, damn, I know a lot of women who are really good women who are single. And when we discuss relationships, they be like, girl, fuck that shit. I'm done. Fuck it. Right? So I'm like, man, they really choosing to stay single. So I posted it on my Facebook page. And lo and behold, I tapped a few nerves, apparently. Because they was like, me and I too. Shit. They stay single because they ain't got no choice. Don't nobody want their ass. I mean, it was like, I was like,
Yeah, they was going in.
Oh, they was going
Yeah,
in.
it was going in.
240 something comments.
Yeah.
And I read every last one of them. And some I wanted to really be like, elaborate. But I said, let me. And then some of them I was like, damn, who hurt you?
Yeah, that
Who
right there.
did it?
Yeah.
Shit. So I will honestly say, as a woman, I date men, right? So I used to not sympathize with men when it came to dating because I was like, y'all got the pick of the litter. Y'all, you got options, right? Then I started actually really listening to men. And they started telling me about the shit that they encounter. And then I'm thinking about my son, who is 26, and I'm like, look, nigga, watch out for this. Don't let them do that. If they do this, hey, you know what I mean? Like, go the other way. You know what I mean? So now I'm like, oh, so y'all do have it rough too. Don't get me wrong.
I agree.
But some of this shit we got to nip in the bud. Some of this is, come on now. Come on. Some of this.
What we talking
And then you know what I found myself saying? I hate when men tell me, it's the nigga, it's the men you choosing. It's the men you choosing. I'm like, no, because I've dated different kind of dudes from different backgrounds, But then I found myself reading them comments like, what type of bitches y'all be around?
Yeah.
What type of bitch? Where you meeting these bitches that you need to go somewhere else? So I found, and I was like, damn, this is what you be talking about. What you say? So, why do y'all think? Y'all speak from a man's perspective, and we are not talking. I'm not saying this is. Listen, when these people talk, this is not them just speaking on they shit. Okay, y'all, they speaking hypothetically. That we just talking.
Mm-hmm.
Why do y'all think that you can speak from a woman's perspective and y'all can speak from the man's perspective? Why do you think people are choosing to stay single? Because I do understand men are choosing this shit too. Mm-hmm. I do understand that. So, Renita, what do you think? What is your take on why you think women are choosing?
Get me first, huh? You want to go?
They don't want me to go first.
No.
I go first. It's a wrap.
Now you listen. He already posted some shit earlier today. I was like, woo. Okay.
Well, I can only really speak for me, Yeah. So, right now being single is me finding myself. Okay. So that's the kind of place I'm in right now. And I think that we say we want certain things in a point in a time of our life. Yeah. But when we get it and we see it, we really don't know. Right. Yeah, because right now I see myself, I do a lot. So, and I kind of move to myself, but I'm single.
Uh-huh. Are you choosing? So you choosing, but it's because you're doing some things within yourself right
now.
So it's
a little bit, but I mean, me and my friend talk about it a lot or whatever. Okay. I like 75, 80% of me, I say I'm ready. Okay. Like I think I'm ready to start dating and mingling and just kind of, getting to, get my feet wet and getting back out there. Cause it's been 3 years, 3.5. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm ready. Okay. But I definitely, I got my requirements a little bit different from my last time. Like I'm big on red flags. Ooh. I'm big on what I've been through before. Mm-hmm. I mean, like I'm just I'm just not doing what I've done before. If it look the same, it feel the same, if the energy the same, I'm just not doing it.
And that's one of the things that I will say for 2023. I'm always trying to achieve and accomplish new goals, right? And one thing that I want to say for some of not just the women, the men too, like quit doing the same shit. Like if you keep doing the same shit and it ain't working, try something different. So, I know that people try to down you doing something different, but fuck them. Do something different. If that shit ain't working, do something different. Shit, do something different. Fuck. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Okay, you gonna do the same shit and run into the same bullshit. So fuck it, try something different. Might as well, right? See us. Why do you think men This is gonna get interesting.
The reality of it is, all y'all got
Who's y'all?
all of y'all,
Men and women. Okay.
unrealistic expectations, and y'all overvaluing yourselves. Because everybody want to put their own price tag on them, right?
Overvalue.
But you know what? When you go buy a car, it says MSRP, right?
Mm-hmm.
So some of y'all got an MSRP, and y'all talking y'all sales 10% up, and it's not that.
What they say, if you don't believe it, ain't nobody else gonna believe
listen. Just because you believe, I believe I'm 6'9", 280. Okay, and I'm an NBA superstar.
You know what? Even if you're gonna believe it, at least try to achieve it, right? At least try. Like if you say I'm here and you really here, at least try to actually get there. Like try.
Yeah, no.
But you're right. I agree.
Some of the people that I talk to, you know, it's like sweetheart, you 5'3", 300 pounds, and you want a dude 6'4" that's in the gym 24/7.
Cut it out.
Baby girl, if all you doing is watching reality TV and eating bonbons, that gym dude ain't gonna want you. You are not his type. So you need to adjust to your own. I'm just trying to tell y'all. Y'all don't, you can choose to listen or not.
No, I agree. I agree with that.
Yes,
I agree.
He ain't never left.
You know?
That's right. Because you know, it comes down to, like you said, I know some people, right? Some women that will go to the cigar lounge looking for a man.
But she don't smoke cigars.
And complain about the nigga smoking cigars. Like, I mean, you met him at the cigar lounge, and now you want him to stop.
To stop smoking cigars. Like if you meet
and
me,
that type of
That's what you mean.
You got to do common interest. Common interest is a big thing. You know, I mean, you can't act like you didn't meet them at the strip club. You didn't meet them at the club. I mean, you know, you like what you like. You know, so but you tweak that. I mean, you know, and it's called boundaries. You know, so you make that.
You have to accept people for who they are. Like the shit. I think that's the biggest thing that I fear about marriage is that I'm gonna marry somebody and then they're gonna try to switch up. And I'm gonna be one thing about me, you can't switch up on me. Like, wait a minute, hold on, the fuck? This ain't what I signed up for. Wait,
right.
Red flag, hold on, time out. What the fuck? What is this? Because this ain't what I signed up for. So I don't want to sign up and then you know, people always want to change. Either they want to switch or they want to switch you.
It's a lot of changing
and I'm a
going on.
So it's a I'm stubborn. Ain't a whole lot of. I mean, if I'll do something for the better, but if it's like you don't want me smoking cigars no more, nigga, you met me at the cigar.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand this. Yeah. So when men do that, I completely understand. When they be like, "Where is this coming from?" Like, I get it. I get it. Reese. Oh shoot. Why do you think men are choosing to stay single?
Well, I think men choosing to stay single. I'm with him. I'm gonna do both.
Okay.
Simply because a lot of people feel like they're working on themselves at a lot of different times in their life, and they don't want nobody to come in and take what they worked hard for.
Man.
But at the same time, they miss out on a lot of things too.
Yeah.
Because you know you're so guarded. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So with that,
I always say
there's gonna be a bunch of people. The first thing she said was, "I'm working on myself."
Yeah.
And I gotta be honest today, and I do. You know.
Right. There was a woman that posted one of the comments on my post, and she had said that. Like she said, she worked hard on herself, her peace, and she doesn't want to allow someone to come in and disrupt that. And I'm like, man, I felt that
terrible feeling,
man, because not just your piece, which your piece is priceless, baby.
It is.
But you know, I know that for years I was single because I was working on my degrees. You know what I mean? And so now it's kind of like, okay, I've done that. I've, accomplished, my goals and shit. But you run into the wrong dude, and that's where we're gonna really get on that, and it's gonna really tap a lot of nerves when we talk about finances, right? But when you work hard and you pull yourself up, and like I was on the phone earlier and having this conversation, just because he making 6 figures don't mean he's responsible. He could be blowing that money, and that's a problem for me because now, nigga, you leading us into debt. You know what I mean? And it's like, if you work hard to pull yourself up, and you and the man is supposed to lead, right? We supposed to be following y'all, and this nigga don't know where he going or what he doing, and I'm following him off a cliff. I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. So if I've worked hard, man and woman, if we've worked hard to get ourselves to a certain level, you have to be cautious of who you allow in your space, because that wrong person can completely like fucking dismantle you. You know what I mean?
Even with what you're saying though, you know how people be guard on themselves. How about the person that's trying to come in don't realize they finna tear you down in a way? You know what I mean? They might play the role, but yet still they gonna come in
and some come with that intention.
but they play the role to get.
They play the role.
Terrence,
I literally had someone.
Terrence says, "What if he makes 50K and is responsible?
You know what?
Is he
Terrence,
still a liability to you?"
You know what, Terrence?
I like you, Terrence. I don't know you, but I like you.
We talked about this.
Here we go with all
But
this.
if
Oh, I
he's
am like one
you
of
know,
them for real, Tyra.
I'm gonna let Renita answer that question because
What?
we talked about that already.
What?
He said if he make 50,000 and he's responsible. Basically, if he doesn't make a whole lot of money, but he's a good guy, he's responsible. Those guys are typically frowned upon.
Okay. And I only say that. Say that because sometimes I feel like I sell myself short,
Yeah,
and I'm very flexible.
yeah.
And I give people the benefit of the doubt. And I'm like, oh, super cool, and I make my own money, so I really don't need you, and we can kind of be a team and make this work. But responsible is good though. I gotta get. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna even say that because you have to. You know. So, but
at 50, you definitely have to, because shit.
Some other skills got to come into play. Like, you know, with that, you got to be able to lead. You got to be able to save. You got to be able to make good choices. I mean, like, so yes, it could work, but I mean, it's kind of like, oh my god.
The reality of it is, I know people that make less than 50K and live better than the people I know that make 100.
That's true.
And it really is all dependent on your personal lifestyle, right? It's and planning, because like I be telling people all the time, like when I bought my house, I wasn't making shit. And so I was nervous because I was like, "Ooh, can I really do this shit? Like, am I gonna really?" Because I was a single parent, I was in school, wasn't really making shit, but I made that shit work. My son, literally, like maybe 5 years after I bought my house, I was looking for another house, and my son made a comment talking about, "I don't want to live there. Somebody already done lived there before."
What? So he wanted a new build.
Because our house was a new build. So he thinks this is how the fuck the shit's supposed to go. And I'm like, and I was broke as fuck, right? So I'm like, clearly I'm doing something right, because this little nigga don't know we broke.
Clearly.
Normally that's how it goes. So
absolutely.
Like, you know what I mean? So you are absolutely right. If you are responsible with your money, it don't really matter, because you can still make it happen. You know what I mean?
It is. But I mean, I think it's a you got to have a good team. You got to have a good mindset. You got to have a goal. You got to plan well. So, I mean, it go a long way. What's wrong? What you left?
You got to have a team mindset.
You do.
To be on a team.
You really do.
That's the problem. Everybody think they Jordan, but don't nobody want to be Scotty. Yeah. And that's a damn problem in today's society.
Everybody want to make orders. Nobody listening.
Okay. What my grandma used to say, too many chiefs, not enough Indians.
Yeah, we got that.
You're right. Terrence said broke is a mentality. So he said, so if the average black man makes 44,000 a year, who are y'all choosing from? Listen.
Look at him, he bringing statistics out.
He's a smart man. I like him.
He do this to me. And that's why I love talking to Terrence. Yeah. Terrence is one of them that call me on my shit. He be like, and then I be sitting there and I be like, you know what? What shit you right.
I mean, you can't.
I can't even. You right.
It's good to have that person.
Say what he said again.
So he said, so if the average black man makes 44,000 a year, who are y'all choosing from? So we're not gonna say us though. Just people, period. Because I'll say this.
Yeah, don't say
when I'm dating or when I'm meeting a guy, like I said, my father, I'm not asking how much he make. I'm not, first of all, I'm trying to get to know this person, right? I'm trying to get this. And as long as this nigga ain't asking me for shit, now if he asking me for shit, we got a problem. And that could be at any salary range. But you know, my father, like I tell this story all the time. My father always asks me, that is a hard question, Shay. My father always asked me, does a man have to match my salary or my education level for me to date him? And I'm like, no, he doesn't. But he does have to match my drive. And then Terrence gives me a hard, I already know where you finna go with this, Terrence. He gives me a hard time with that because he says that's me trying to lead. And that's not me trying to lead. That's just me saying we can turn this little bit into a lot. You know what I mean? If you got the drive. Now, if your ass is lazy, and I love to travel. Everybody know that about me. I just spent $1,700 on a fucking plane ticket. And I got a couple more that I gotta buy for this year. So I
the hell you going for $1,700?
Far.
Far.
Yeah,
Going to the land of far away.
But I'm just saying, I like to do. There's some things that I like to do, right? And so, if I'm in a relationship, I'm still gonna want to do those things. But that's what I do, right? That's what I do. And so, quite naturally, I would love for my mate to do that with me. But if he doesn't want to do that with me, I feel like not every man is the same. But at some point, there comes some resentment. Your ass always going somewhere. Who you beating over there? And who you say, I don't want to hear all that shit.
You're only going to get that from somebody who think that that's a possibility. Personally, carry your ass. Go wherever the hell you want to go. I'm going to be right here watching ESPN when you get back.
Why y'all can't go together?
She might go somewhere I don't want to go. Like, okay, I was in the Navy. So I done been damn near everywhere, okay? It's not a lot of places that I like to visit. Like Greece is the only place that I really want to go back to. But I've been to Israel, I've been to Portugal, I've been to Spain, I've been to Italy. Right, I've been places, right? I've seen the lifestyle there. And what I've learned is a lot of them places don't like black men. So I don't even want to go over there no more and subject myself to that. But of course they love y'all. They love black women. Sure. They want to smash, but and they think they might got a chance while y'all in town getting liquored up. But some.
Well, thanks for the insight. Appreciate it.
But all I'm saying is,
big majority.
It's a big majority. But places I've been, like I can only think of a couple of places that I was actually welcomed as an American black man. Most of them places, not so much. You know, so for me, traveling ain't a big deal. Will I do it?
That's so funny because you know, when I hear that, that's so funny because people love to travel. And you hear what I was telling my friend girl, I was like, some people really don't care to travel, you know.
And my son was like, one of them, and I'd be like, how? It breaks my heart, but he'd be like, Mama, he does not want to go.
The city, bro. The city.
Outside of the neighborhood. You would be amazed at how many people I've heard say they have never been downtown Chicago.
Look, I won't. When I got here, when I moved here, and I heard some people say some of the stuff, like you ain't never been out of what?
Yeah.
Oh man, come on now.
Yeah, Tyra said it's very hard, but who is choosing who? As it was said, it's teamwork, and if that isn't present, then Houston, we have a problem. So why would she be penalized because they don't care for black men? Come on, Kaine.
Whoa, I didn't say she couldn't go. I said I wouldn't go.
You should though, because it's a memory. You definitely should go together. It doesn't matter. It don't matter who like you. I like you. You in my face. So, we doing it. You know.
This. When you go abroad, you want to have a great time, right?
Right.
You want to have a good time. You don't want to go somewhere where they're looking at your guy like you can't come in here. You don't want to go somewhere.
We don't go those places.
That's the thing. You ain't gonna know you be dealing with that till you get there. You think when I was traversing the world, I knew that these places wasn't gonna want black men, black Americans?
You know something? Okay, I get it, but we didn't travel all this far. You hear me? All this far. We gonna have a good time. Fuck them people at the door, them people in the corner, baby. We here. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we not doing this. Too much money spent. It's too many memories to be made. All that not. Who don't like me? We can figure out that later. Ain't worry about that. You know,
it's the person at the door.
They don't like to walk around town here.
No, I'm just being
real
right. I'm just keeping it.
Let me say this. Back to why people remain single. Do you think that people are shying away from the work that's required for a relationship?
Of course,
absolutely.
Yeah. Is that one? No, nobody want to put in the work.
That's a good one.
Put the work in.
Microwave.
Nobody.
Yes.
Nobody.
I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I sit on my patio smoking my cigar, and I'm like, bitch, do you really think you want that for real? Like, you are really ready?
Now, men don't want to spend no money if they ain't really getting out.
Why we gotta bring up?
Then people don't really value the dating, the courting part.
dating
You know,
part.
you got to.
At
And the thing
all.
is, I think you need to know your lane. If you can't spend because you have to pay to play, it's not first date. We gonna go Netflix and chill, or you coming to my house.
No.
We're not doing
No,
that. You
no.
know, it's ridiculous. Like, I
No.
mean, a small, intimate, affordable date
It can
is
be
okay.
and that's
Oh,
the thing
it is
that
okay.
I think. And I know what y'all. I know y'all finna. I know y'all finna eat that shit up.
Okay.
And I have heard men. I have heard stories because I am one of them. I promise you, especially not on no first date, because I know me. I might not like you, so you ain't got to spend a whole lot of money because
That's it.
based on this conversation, we might not talk no more. So I ain't tripping on this
That
shit
part.
at all. Like at all. Like you right? Let's go. I gotta at least have a drink because especially if I don't like you.
At least
I
you-
gotta have a fucking
at least
drink.
at least your mind right.
Yeah.
At least I can tune your ass out or something. Gotta have a drink. But we ain't gotta spend a whole lot of money because literally I might not like you. You might not like me. So I mean, there's no need. Hey, no harm, no foul. We getting to know each other. But we have to go get to know each other. You're not coming in my house. I'm not coming to your house. So we gotta get to know each other and all that. I just want to see you.
Mhm.
That shit.
Mhm.
But in the male's defense, I have heard some fucking stories. The one that really kills me is that the women will bring their friend with them on the date.
Should men
What's
pay
she
for
doing?
the first date?
That's a chaperone.
And
He
you
said a
supposed to pay
chaperone.
for both of them. Should men
Shit.
pay for the first date?
Shit.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a no brainer. That's a
So
yes.
should men pay
But
for
I
the
mean,
first date?
Yes.
things go right, we're good. Other things can happen. Like I mean, like, come on now, like
Yeah.
really?
That's overrated.
What, paying for the first date?
That's overrated.
But this is, I will say this: men should pay, but men should also get to choose where. the
No,
date
no.
is.
Who's
Everybody
saying I
wants-
want to see you and I want to go out?
She may be saying that though.
That's
What
fine.
if, what if she saying
Okay, then she's interested.
that?
Yeah.
Okay,
So you take her out on a date.
So,
Yes.
So what if she say, "Hey, let's go kick it"? Should he be the one that pay, or should she be the one that pay?
Come on now, let's be a gentleman
I don't
here.
give a damn
but-
who is saying what.
That's not
We
being
gonna
a
leave that
gentleman.
gentleman
First
shit back
date,
in
first date.
1865.
Let's be a gentleman here.
Let's
Like,
leave that
really?
gentleman shit way back yonder.
No,
y'all
I-
ain't gentle women these motherfucking days. Okay, okay. That's all I'm trying to say.
Everybody want the chivalry, but they ain't
Boy.
chivalry material.
Nah,
Well,
guess
you
what?
that's where your radar come in. You need to know that.
Right.
You got to figure that out.
Okay,
You
so,
know?
Okay, so then when my radar kick in, if I leave you at the restaurant to pay your own way,
I mean,
So they got on your nerves?
I would hope.
Okay, see,
I would hope
so-
whoever
so-
you
so-
dating got their money to pay for their
She
bill.
better.
I better
She
hope.
I hope so, you know?
Because if not, they got some dishes in the back.
do they still
I
do
know,
that?
I know
I don't know
how
what
shit
they
goes.
do.
So
Hey,
I
Better-
never
you
go
better be
out
able to
on a
run to your
date
car fast.
without being able to
Pay
pay.
That's
my
a
own
smart move.
I
Yeah.
never do that shit.
Yeah.
I'm just
But
saying.
however, I ain't listen. Like I was talking to my son.
You said shit,
See,
men.
y'all asses. I was talking to my son, and we was talking about the chick that bring her friend and shit, right?
No,
And I said,
no.
see, this is when you gonna see the ignorant in me.
Why she bring?
Cause
Bring
I
your
play
friend
that
with
shit.
me.
I will play
Bring
that
your
shit
friend.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll be back. Let me go use this bathroom real quick before we go.
Nah,
Figure that shit out.
you ain't
How
even gotta.
dare you bring your friend and then think I'm going to pay? This is
Bring your friend,
Yeah.
cause I'm gonna go meet a friend, and I'm gonna bring her ass back to the table too. It's gonna be a 4-way Dutch at this motherfucker. I don't know
see.
what.
Listen, here's the thing. This is the
That's
thing.
the audacity for me.
Well, okay. B. Eric Gordon said, first part of communication: whomever wants the date should pay.
I don't know. Okay,
I mean,
so
I don't see why it's such a
But
why
if
that
the
why
woman
it's other stuff
says
to talk
she
about.
want to see you. See, here's my thing. I can understand that
Keisha,
if y'all
get off the air.
dating,
Get off of here. Just stop.
I can understand that if you're
Good night.
dating, you're not in a
That's your
relationship,
bedtime.
you're single. So you're dating. And as a man, you may not want to, not that you can't afford it, you may just not want to like take chick after chick after chick after eat. That shit add up. I get it. But if she's saying that she wants to go, see, and just as I was saying this shit, I started thinking about some other shit that I heard. If she's saying she want to go, then that means she's interested. So that's half the battle.
True.
You know what I mean? Because
should be.
part of the battle is y'all don't want to waste your money. on the chick that's not interested. Well, okay, well, she's interested. She's actually trying to see you. She's trying to spend some time
She
with
might be hungry that day.
you. And that's why I just
Boy.
said that reminds me of some shit that I've heard, because I heard that they do that and they'll go out to eat with you even if they don't like you. Me, I promise you, I am not crossing my threshold of my house, the door threshold, if I don't like you or if I don't, not
Miyoshi
even
and
look
Nikki
it.
said whoever initiates should pay for
That's
that
why. Okay, so thank y'all, because I
Thank
never in my
y'all.
life tell another
Thank y'all.
motherfucker I want to go out to eat. Or I
Thank
want to see.
y'all. Cheers. I agree to that.
date.
And wait a
thing
minute,
about it,
Tara brought up earlier what you say, Tara? There's a fucking side of the menu. And
there's a
then
who?
There's a fucking side of the menu. I remember the comedians like the shrimp and the steak and shit. That's
Oh,
the
that's
fucking
the-
side of
Oh,
the
that's-
menu.
yeah, already.
better
Then
get
you drink the
some chicken
So
appetizer.
if it's a nigga you don't like, I'll take a salad.
You better get a salad.
Cause nigga ain't shit happening tonight.
Stay on that starter menu.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing that I would say in that regard is
Straight
when
up.
the date situation comes up, because by the time there's a date, hopefully y'all done talked on the phone a few times. You feel me?
It didn't
Before
used to be
you
like
start,
that.
it's not like that no
It
more.
didn't used to be. Like motherfuckers used to invite you out immediately.
Like immediately what?
Like they exchange numbers. When can I take you out?
Oh yeah,
Simple.
he
They
was
don't do
different.
that no more.
He was
though. Now they
different.
just want to see you.
Depends on.
I'm just saying.
I don't
when
even
it
know
comes
what
to
seeing
that
you
date-
mean.
What does that mean?
When it comes to that date, I don't have an issue with saying that the guy should pay.
Okay.
But if he's telling you where he want to take you, you better carry your ass to where he take.
Oh,
I want a first date, right?
definitely. I
Nikki?
am definitely.
So
a
give me an
proponent of
example.
that.
Give me an example of where you want to go.
Well,
What would you
what's your name again?
Nita.
Nita. We're going to Raising Cane's, all right? So if you don't pull your matter of fact, I'm gonna send the
That's
Uber
not
for
a
you.
date.
I know.
Why is it
And
not a date?
you know
What-
something.
So now
I
you got levels of dating.
It's a
I-
it's
But
not.
okay, you won't say Raising Cane's
Hey,
is a
that's-
date, but I can meet you at Starbucks
So
for coffee.
McDonald's-
Yeah, that's I can do. Let's
Hey,
just do
come on.
Starbucks.
Let's think about it.
I don't
We
want chicken
40 plus.
tenders.
Let me
There
put
was
it
a
this
time
way.
when taking your ass to
Back
Nikki
then.
D's was a fucking date.
I don't want
Like,
chicken
I'm gonna
tenders.
put that what he said in
You
percent.
don't like chicken tenders?
I
You
don't want
want a
your chicken.
slider?
I don't
We
want
can go to
chicken
TGI Friday.
I don't want chicken tenders.
What
I know.
y'all
We can do
say?
What if y'all
Starbucks.
just meet for lunch real quick?
Real
That's
quick.
different.
Okay.
But that's a date, though.
It's still
Okay,
considered
I'm
a
okay
date.
with
It's
that.
still a date.
But no,
Raising
we're
Cane's,
not going to
Raising Cane's,
for
Raising
dinner.
Cane's it
That's
is.
okay.
Well, you know
That's
what?
true,
You're gonna be
Mio.
sitting
Okay.
at your
That's
desk
true.
still. You're gonna still be at your desk hungry.
What
Guys
you mean
like
you
to
don't
be
eat? Hold
taken
on.
out as
Shay, talking about
well,
what if I
most
don't
of
eat that? You don't eat chicken tenders? So you don't eat chicken?
No,
What don't you eat? Please tell me what you. Trust me, I know you. What don't
So
you?
wait,
Get some fries.
Miyoshi said
Get some fries off the menu.
guys like to be taken out as well.
Thank
Most of the time, they will not allow you to pay anyway. Don't buy that shit. Okay, look, if this is a
Don't
nigga
buy
that you're
that shit.
fucking with, he may not allow you to pay. And if it's the nigga that I'm fucking with, I don't mind taking him out to eat. But the
Mhm.
new nigga, no.
We're not saying that. I don't think she's
Definition
saying
of
that.
dating. Yeah.
You're not
A
appreciative
shared
of chicken.
social relationship between
steak
two
and
people who are
Ooh.
attracted to one another.
Read that statement from V.
Lord, if you're not appreciative of chicken, then you don't deserve steak and lobster. That's fine. I can buy my own steak and lobster. Thank the Lord. It's not that I don't. I am allergic to beef and pork, so all the fuck I eat is chicken. Right, so that's not a problem at all for me. If we whatever restaurant we go to, I'm probably gonna order some damn chicken tenders because I don't eat the rest of this shit on that menu. That's fine, right?
He said
so
that's what I'm
it's
talking.
just the setting because the purpose of the
What?
date to me
It's to get to know
is
one
to get
another,
to
right?
know each
Yeah.
other.
So what
But
difference do
I'm
it make?
not sitting and raising Cane's and fucking talking and trying to get to know
But
you.
it's
Like
lunch-
I'm
but
not.
it's
What's the
lunchtime.
difference?
It's
The
lunchtime.
brightness of the light?
Okay,
The
I'm
bright-
trying not to cuss.
No,
so
cuss,
much.
please.
Yes, it's
I would
2023.
rather
Right.
sit in the car than to sit my ass and raise
And
a
that's
cane.
fine. So is that a
Because
date?
all these people out in your business and shit is multiple people coming
It's
in
sitting in
and
the
out
car
of here.
date. It's sitting
That
in the
don't
car
happen
date.
at Ruth
No.
Chris.
No, because it takes time to eat, right? It takes time. That person that's sitting next to you, it takes them time to eat and drink. It's not fast food where they in and out, in and out, in and out. No, I'm not. I'm sorry.
Miyoshi,
I'm
get
not.
off there. Get
Uh,
bye. We
Okay,
ain't talking to
I'm
you
trying
no
to
more.
What
read
she
the
said? I'm not.
comments,
I
too.
wasn't
It's
saying
like-
the general dick. I'm saying shorty. I'm rocking with. Right. So I'm with you on that one. I'm 1000% with you on that one. If it's somebody
You
that
gotta
I'm fooling with,
bypass her. She's special.
if it's somebody that I'm fooling with, Absolutely. Absolutely. I have no problem. In
Look-
fact,
look
I'm
what
one of
Terrence-
them.
What Terrence say?
Oh Lord, what Terrence say? Okay, Shay said, I refuse to settle for something that I do not like. That part. Like, don't worry
That's
about
cool.
it. Wait a minute.
And
Wait,
you and
He
you
said,
you
fuck
don't.
that chicken and them kids.
Fellas,
What
if
is
she asks you,
wrong with y'all?
Fellas, would you
I
go?
thought it was
Fellas,
gonna be me
if
tonight.
she asks you, yes, their asses to go. If she asks you to go,
I eat chicken tenders and fries.
I'm there.
So why not? Why wouldn't? So
I figured she wanted me
men,
to see her.
look, men, we are a little simpler creatures than y'all, right? If you gonna feed me, motherfucking feed me.
and you
We
can,
not too.
they don't give a
We
damn
not
what
too
it is.
picky. Y'all motherfuckers, the ones that want you want you whatever high end ass place that
It
you
don't
can
have to
think
be a
of.
high-end place.
Oh,
I
you
am
saying
not,
that?
I promise you, you just can't be
Mm-mm.
praising Cane's.
I
mean,
use
that
Raising
was a
Cane's
Burger
as a
King.
joke. Okay, that was just a joke to set a tempo. But what I'm saying is, y'all come with all these restrictions. You want to go to a you been what Dakotas? You been to Dakotas?
No, I have not.
But you
See,
not.
here's my
There's
thing.
some chicks
Yes.
who would be like, well,
Yes.
I want to go to Dakotas.
Yes.
Bitch, you don't even
I
know
know
how to get to
some.
the gold elevator to take you into
Trust
Dakotas.
me, I know some, right? I know some. And to me, like, I am not one of them, and I say this all the time. Again, I'm allergic to beef and pork, so most of the shit I eat is the same shit. Chicken, seafood. Now I'm really into seafood. My favorite food is crab legs. I'm really into
sure.
that, right? I'll do that. But the rest of that shit, we ain't gotta go to no expensive ass steakhouse because I can't eat the shit no way. You know what I mean? Half this shit up in here I can eat. We gonna go to Dakotas and I'm gonna order some chicken tenders. And it's like,
I'll
what
be
the
like,
fuck did I bring you to Dakotas for you
Exactly.
to order chicken
That's
tenders?
all right.
we
You
could
see
have
what
went
I'm
to
saying?
Chicken Express,
That's
hit
on,
the
that's on
drive-through.
kids menu.
So that's
Boy.
all I'm saying. So I am not all that big on that. Like, I'm not that big at food, period.
Nikki,
I'm
okay.
always trying
You're
to
a
balance.
unicorn,
Some
okay?
people-
Like, understand that. You're a fucking unicorn.
I have
And
heard stories.
So
though.
the rest
So I
of
do
these
understand.
people
I have
aren't
heard
necessarily
stories.
like that.
I have heard stories that, and so like we had a viewer send in ask Miss Nick one episode, and they were talking about how when he went and picked her up, like they had agreed on one restaurant. He went and picked her up, and when he got there, she changed the restaurant. She now she wants to go to a different restaurant, which was more expensive.
Oh shit, she gonna be
And
paying.
I'm like, she what?
She gonna be paying.
So, because what do you do in that type of situation? Like, well, hold on, because I'm sure wherever they had initially decided to go, he knew he could afford that. But this new spot, this shit might be out of my budget. And that's some rude ass shit to me. I'm just sorry. If y'all doing that, that's some rude ass shit.
It is.
Like, that's to me, that's just selfish. Like,
So
you know,
That's
you
what it
just,
is.
look,
You see-
I mean, discuss that shit, man. Don't just fucking okey doke a nigga. You know what I mean?
But that's what they doing.
And
then-
what if you
then-
get there and this nigga can't afford it? Now what?
No, what if he
Right.
what if
He
he
better
put
not
himself
show
in
the fuck
Right.
up.
what if he
Now
put
what?
himself in that situation trying to impress her, and then after that you don't deal with her no more?
Me? Bring it in.
Yeah. So
Okay.
my thing is, if he go there, because he may not know the menu, right? And he
Right.
don't want to be embarrassed right now
Right.
and say no. And then he get
Okay.
there and find out. Like I was talking to this guy, and he said that one place he took his date to, the bill was $800. The final bill was $800.
What? For what?
They had $200 drinks. Didn't know it.
Oh, God.
What? Say this again.
The
I missed
final
something.
bill was
I ain't never
$800
that deep.
For a first date.
for a first date.
So both of them was
Look at
motherfucking illiterate.
Right.
Can't nobody look at it.
And
No,
that's- and
they
that-
went
and
to
that-
one of them places that they ain't got no prices on
That
their
shit
menu.
made me hot.
Yeah, I ain't. Man, listen. On no
What
first
do
date.
you do?
Mm-mm.
And again, you know, I think often about my son, and I would be livid if a chick did that shit to my son.
$800.
$800 for the first date.
doesn't
So you got to be mindful of that type of stuff.
You
For one,
can't
usually you do
just-
research on where you going
And you
before
know
you
my
go.
thing is-
Nowadays, you know what's
True.
on the menu
True.
and
Like
what
I
you gonna
said,
eat. Like, really?
Even if you think the dude got it like that, what if he don't?
Eugene
Yep.
said
What if he
800. No, ma'am. I know that's right, bro.
Eugene.
But what do you do at that point? The bill is here. What do you do?
Shit.
What do you do?
Send back the leftover everything that was on that motherfucker. This shit had hair in it.
Hell yeah.
It was a
I
bug
see
in
that.
this.
They go that Chicago shit.
You better believe it. Look, I don't care if I gotta snatch beard hair out. I'm sprinkling.
Man,
Keep a dead roach. Keep a dead
All
roach.
lip.
Keep a dead roach with you. And throw
Hey,
it
in the
So-
Ziploc.
Miyoshi just made a really good point. Why
Why does-
does the first date have to involve food?
Because
Anyway,
women want
No.
food. Y'all always hungry. Y'all
No,
the hungriest
no,
species
that's the
on
social
planet.
media stuff they see. Cause we always go to brunch. We gonna go do this,
Hey,
which we
y'all
do
some
eat.
Hungry motherfuckers.
We like to
out
eat.
here.
We do, but that don't mean you
I
have to
got
do
3
that.
sons and a daughter, and she eat both more than all 3 of their asses. All of y'all is some hungry ass people.
Nah, women do. We do like to go eat, but there's other stuff to do. It's besides the date. I agree with her. You gotta
Tara
be
said-
creative.
She said dine and dash. I love Tara.
You gotta be
Right,
I
creative.
love Tara. We going on the first date.
Eric Gordon said, "Tell her to go in the first."
Tell her to go.
I personally, again, especially first date,
Shay said, I don't want food.
because listen, eating sometimes can take too long.
Mhm.
If it's somebody you don't like,
Now you stuck with it.
Mm-mm.
woo, can somebody call me? Fuck, can I send a text? Eating sometimes takes too long. But I ain't gonna lie, I want to drink. So wherever we go, it needs to involve alcohol. So I can have a drink. But it doesn't have to be.
You don't sound like me, Nick.
But then I'll say
That
this
is so
too.
bad.
Everybody that know me know I can drink. I be mindful. If I'm order 2 drinks, and then the rest of that I'll pay for the shit myself. Hey, I got the next round, because if I know, especially if I need a 3rd drink, you might be getting on my nerves a little bit. I got the next one. Don't worry
It's
about
terrible.
it. Like shit. What the fuck?
It's terrible. She said, if I need the 3rd one.
Yeah, but I try to be mindful. Or if the conversation is going good, right?
Mhm.
Sometimes you need a 3rd one because the conversation is actually going
Mhm.
good. I'm enjoying your company, and at this point, I don't mind buying you a drink. I reciprocate. I don't mind reciprocating. I just don't mind reciprocating. I am not gonna be wearing the pants and doing that. I ain't finna do that. I will reciprocate.
I just feel that the producers out there, the guys, they have a hard time now because when they spend money, they investing in you.
Yes,
And they don't have wasted money.
right,
Not in this
Right.
in this climate.
right.
Mhm.
Inflation is a mug.
But women, and not all women, some women use that guy as their ATM.
Yes.
Never been to Dakota, never been to Red.
And now I want to try it. Yeah. So he's saying that, he don't believe in guys wasting money. People waste money. People work hard for their money. And you're right that it is some women that will say, I want to go here, because they basically can't do it they damn self.
They never
And
been
so
there.
now they don't want to waste their own money, right? So fuck it, I'll waste his money. But you reap what you sow. I'm a big believer in that shit.
But on the other hand, is that guys don't have conversational skills.
Yeah.
The more money I spend on you, the more
And
you
they will
want to
do
be
that.
with me.
And they will do that. And they will, and that's a
That's a
turn
goofy.
off too. And well, I mean, you set
That's a
yourself up.
goofy.
You set yourself up for that. If you are the type
If you leave
that
with
you
your
want,
wallet,
you
fellas,
leave with your wallet.
you a
You
goofy.
want to turn
Okay.
her on, or you want to.
You better be ready for whatever. You
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
Coming your way.
you said you creating that. You digging that hole for yourself. Wasn't Vieira Gordon say? Real talk. I really don't mind paying at all, but just don't try to do me on a consistent basis. Yeah, and like
Just don't
Shay
try
said,
to do
you
me,
have to be right. Just don't do people. People, listen. When you do that, that shit come back to you. One way or the other.
And guys
Shay
are
is-
very much aware. They ain't slow no. And they pick it up on all this shit. So
For real.
I mean,
Shay keeps saying,
we only do so
don't
much.
take me out to eat. I don't want no food.
Okay, but what you
And
want though?
I don't know what she want, but then Miyoshi talking about we can go, fellas. Any gentlemen that are watching this podcast that see these comments from Miyoshi, she is a boy, okay? So just long as y'all know that her name was Maurice when she was born.
Hey.
Okay,
Look, she said
I'm
Call
just
of
playing.
Duty.
That's my
Wait,
girl.
She
Though.
said Call of Duty.
She's talking about some go play Call of Duty. Y'all
Right.
know she was born with a penis.
Sharon said, "Who do y'all
you
think has
serious?
been affected
No,
more by
that's
social
my homie.
media
Oh my
and dating?"
She just gonna say something slick back
Wait
to
a
me.
minute.
That's all.
Tara said, "Who do y'all think has been affected more by social media in dating, men or women?"
Women.
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 Yeah.
Women.
Men barely
Not
watch that reality shit.
I was about
That
to say
damn
reality
Desperate
shows too.
Housewives.
Mm.
Is it? No, not Desperate.
Any of that stuff.
I really,
Housewives
honestly,
of
I don't
Atlanta.
even care for a man on social
I used
media.
to
Yeah.
watch the shit, but
This is
Any
why
of those type of shows change the whole
dynamic of the
of
relationship.
everything, because
Everything.
when people want to walk around with dogs, little dogs, you carry your purse. Until y'all seen that on TV.
The
Until you saw
Kardashians.
that shit on TV,
Yeah.
you weren't thinking about no damn dog to carry around in your purse. Now everybody want a little Yorkie, this, that, and other. Man, it's too much influence out here, and the people don't know how to be real. They got away from the basics.
Yeah.
Period. Point blank.
Leah
You wasn't
said,
doing that before. Don't do that now. Just because
Yeah.
you see it on TV, you think that's the way to live.
Mhm.
That ain't
That's
the way to
facts.
live.
It ain't.
That's fact. That's fact. And then you have to also understand that you ain't got their money. And a lot of them ain't even paying for that shit. Let's just go there. A lot of them ain't paying for that shit. So yeah, they might be doing it because this shit comped. That shit is free for the show. You know what I mean? But they ain't paying for that
It's
shit.
all
While
about a
you out there
brand. They
going
publish
broke.
somebody else.
Exactly. You
Mhm.
out there going broke trying to do some shit that you just seen them
on
do on
for
TV.
sure.
Like that ain't
How
okay.
many
See what
times you
Tyra
seen them
said.
people on TV doing all the
The
stuff
long
that they do? All the stuff they do on TV, but then how much bad stuff that come along that they ain't catching on camera.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all see, y'all, that's just like
Yeah.
everybody posting they good business on social media,
Yeah.
but you ain't telling nobody your car getting repoed
Exactly.
or nothing like
Come
that.
on,
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
They ain't gonna post that. You only want the good things. Ain't nobody gonna say,
Yeah.
man, my
Yeah,
house
no.
is foreclosed.
Well,
he right.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Real
He-
life
I'm
shit.
just saying though.
Real
But
life
you
shit.
rather just live the
Real
reality
life
TV
shit.
show life. So if
Real
that's
life
what you
shit.
want to do, hey,
Go
you
for
know
it.
you ain't buying that high ass food.
Is it really
don't-
real? It's
So don't
Instagram.
Is
ask
it
no
really
nigga-
real?
Don't ask no nigga to take you
Reality
out.
TV
Don't
is the
ask no nigga to
fakest
take
shit
you out
on
It
the
is.
fucking
It's the
planet.
fakest shit on the life.
Since what was the first two? Road Rules, and what was the other one? Come on, MTV did the first
The
reality.
house.
Whatever the fuck that was.
They
Those are the
live in a
only
house or
real
some
reality TVs. Everything else, this shit is scripted, and these motherfucking people is fake as a $3
Yeah.
bill with
And
Trump.
everybody's
face on it.
following that.
So
So and then Tara said, no, I mean the posting of pictures, watching other women dates and wanting to top it and have the best IG. That's
real
I
world.
say
Yeah.
I literally say
Real
social
world,
media and reality TV fucked up
Hold on, but go back.
a lot
Tara
of
said,
shit.
men have been more affected, and I'll tell you why. Women are emotional creatures, but men hide behind their masculinity. They just don't want to show it as much as women. Y'all have periods too. Okay, Tara, I'm gonna ask you to sign off as well.
Let me
Because
say this.
no,
But no,
we don't. Okay.
They ain't hiding it, baby. They ain't hiding it. These motherfuckers is like, God damn. You know, they have always told me, Nikki, you the finest nigga I ever met in my
The
life.
finest nigga.
And now I'm like, maybe I really am a nigga, because who the fuck raised these niggas? Like, and I don't mean to be harsh, right? I was raised with boys, so I am not as sensitive to some shit, but some shit I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to say that? Like
you going by the things that you
Jay
saw
Nola was good.
that the men in your life that influenced you to watch out for. You
But
seen
that
all
was that time.
They put you
A
in, they
better
put you in
time.
place. They put you in place.
A value time.
A value time.
We in a
Values ain't
different
goals.
we in
Come
a
on,
different
let's get on
time
that
now.
part.
Oh, Jesus.
Values.
We in
Let's
a
get on
different time now.
values.
So the people who you grew up with that showed you and gave you the
Yes.
jewels and the gems,
Yes.
they not here no more. So we get it from other people. You know that.
That's what we just did.
Mm.
And they don't
Oh, it's
have
too
to,
easy.
right?
It's too
because
It's too easy.
social media has created it. So what the producer was just saying is that men don't want to put in the work. And so the social media, right, has created it to where if you look good, right, then it's supposed to be a fucking no-brainer, right? And I don't give a fuck. He ain't gotta work, because we also too busy being boss bitches. Let's talk about that. Too big. Fuck that shit. I don't need no nigga, right? Okay. This is what they saying. I look good. So now you don't need no nigga. All you want to do is fuck, and all he want to do is fucking hey.
But then you mad when you find out that all he wants to do is fuck. Don't get
Or
mad.
he's gonna marry somebody else, and then it's like, well, wait a minute. But then they also
I'm done using those terms. I'm not gonna use those terms.
No.
I'm not gonna say I don't need a man. Need to do.
Right, that part.
I need him. I need you.
Please come through.
Yes.
I need you.
God bless me with a good one. You know, like I'm not saying
But
that.
but you know,
I'm not saying that.
Doing it, right? They out here.
Yeah.
I can do this. I got my degrees. I got my job. I'm making money. I don't need. And I feel like that's a defense mechanism. I feel like that's a defense mechanism, because
it is
in deep down. And the reason I can honestly say that, because I know that I grew up with girls who all they wanted to do was get married and have kids. I was never that chick. Never. But even in never being that chick, I need a man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I am used to men. I am used to being protected. I am used to, you know what I mean? Like being having a provider, right?
Mhm.
So I need a fucking man. Like, I ain't never been one of them bitches that
Okay, let's talk
I
about
can
that.
do it by myself. I don't want to.
That's it.
But that's the key though.
That's it.
When y'all do get a man, he like a black quarterback. He can't make a mistake.
Boy,
He get cut.
Damn.
or a black head coach.
Say that again.
Well,
He
now-
out of
That
there.
was a
Say
good
that
one.
again.
He out of there
Well,
after
now-
one season.
Well,
Summer.
now, you know, you're right when
No.
you're right. He said one thing about the man, the black man, is they don't get they can't fuck up.
Mhm.
Right.
One and done. One mistake. But we gonna say what's the mistake? Because the cheating mistake is a fucking
A black man never get a chance to fail.
Mm-mm.
he never get a chance to fail.
We can't fail, bro.
You never get a chance.
We can't fail.
It's so deep on you. So what do you do? Well, she gonna quit me anyway. What's the next, honey? Well, I don't make that money yet. And what's the next, honey?
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's the thing that I hate that term. She got my back. Who got my front?
Ooh,
That's wisdom right
See,
there.
I was just gonna say that.
That's
That right there,
that's
go back to
wisdom.
what we not even in yet.
We
We not even in that
That's
era
right.
no
Your
more.
era?
You know, like
Bro,
yes,
your era was a time before our
it
era.
was. It
And
was.
It had values.
It did.
It had issues that these generations, us and
they're
younger,
gone.
are not gonna
They're
experience.
gone.
Let me flip something. Me and my wife, we met online.
Okay.
It'd be 13 years.
But y'all in the same age bracket?
Yeah, but the thing is, we knew what we wanted.
Yeah, that's the difference.
We knew what we wanted.
This age bracket today,
Mhm.
no, they don't even know what the fuck they want
That's
we
it.
went online to meet somebody.
Mhm.
That's our lives.
to try to make that happen.
Go for a piece of pussy and travel to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Right.
Travel to Philly. If
Yeah.
you're traveling to Philly, you already fucking up.
You're done.
But,
You're done.
So we're gonna talk about one of the comments
Okay.
in my 244 comments.
Mhm.
One of the comments says, unfortunately, the bargaining chip women have is cheap in this artificial culture. Why would a
Ooh.
man commit if he can get what he wants for free?
So
There were actually, ladies, there were actually a couple of men. that
God
came
damn.
and said
It's all free.
it's all free.
it's all free.
It's all free.
What's all free?
No,
All
no.
of
So the
I need to. I need you to elaborate.
Maybe
What's
I
all
need to
free?
break this down, right? Because, like, okay, you say it's all free. Back in the day, and people love to be like, that's not everybody. I don't ever talk in everybody because I don't know
Go
everybody,
look
right?
at your boy
So,
Terrence. Go look at Terrence.
Okay. So
that's
a
not
lot
what
of
we're saying, bro.
back in the day, men used to have to date us, right? They used to have to work. They used to have to put in some kind of work to get our attention.
Mhm.
They don't have to do shit no more.
If you think about it,
Well, it ain't really their fault.
it's
though.
been down
It's not.
sliding since the 90s.
Mm.
You remember, I'm gonna say a term, and I bet y'all both finna hit this one. What was the car booty?
Hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
All I had to do
Yeah.
is pimp
A
down
what?
your. It's a shot time, baby. I'm
What
sorry.
don't tell me?
Car booty.
Okay. Let me
If
see.
I
wanna
had a
know.
nice
Tell me,
car,
y'all. Okay.
my car had rims
Okay.
or I had sounds.
Oh, a car booty.
Car booty.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Hold on.
Okay.
A
That's the way
car
we say
booty.
car.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Car. Ain't no R on this. It's
Okay.
CH.
We would have called it something else in Arkansas, I'm
But-
sure. But
some crazy stuff.
Back then,
Boppers.
it started way back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? And it's been downsliding ever since.
But you're right.
Have you heard the phrase? When sex was easier to get, love has been harder to find.
Most definitely.
And that's the thing.
Most
and hold up,
definitely.
I'm gonna put the onus to my left right here. You know why? Because y'all the ones, and I'm gonna keep looking to my right, but y'all the ones that's giving up the sex with the ease.
Hey.
I'm not talking about you two in
I know,
general,
but you,
but
get
you
no
feel what I'm
complaints
saying.
from me. You are
So,
absolutely right. She just said it ain't their fault. It ain't
Blame the
their
dating
fault.
game on
You
women if you
absolutely
want
right.
to.
You
Because for every one of y'all that's got these high standards, take me out 3 times, the 90-day Steve Harvey rule, there's 100 more of y'all that say say hi.
And here's the other thing again, because the boss bitches
he is
look
silly.
my way,
Oh
right?
my God.
That's it. Breathe near me. It's a wrap.
Oh my God.
Legs go up.
So here's the
Oh,
thing.
dead.
Right?
I'll be looking like, is this serious? Like for real?
So the flip side of that is you do have the woman, the independent woman, the boss bitch, right? Who can do all of this on her own, and all she needs is a man for an orgasm. So then she
Smoke a
is doing
blunt,
what she
bruh.
do, and then she getting up and leave. And it's a lot of us out here. I'm not saying I'm the chick to do that. I'm just saying there's a lot of us strong women who can take care of ourselves and shit, and who don't have the patience, right? A lot of them don't have the patience for a relationship. They've been burnt time and time again, so they're like, fuck it, but they still get horny. Your body's still gonna be like, hey, shit, hey, something gotta happen, right? So you still gonna go get yours, but because there's so many of them out there, these dudes don't have to put in the work no more.
Well, one of the reasons why, can I ask y'all age?
47.
46.
So they 47 and 46. So what y'all are not, and what some of the guys who 35 to 46, they are old hops.
Mm-hmm.
They stuck between hip hop and old school. They don't want to grow up.
Mm.
So when he still want to buy Jordan, he still want to play video games.
Yeah,
He still want to hang out with his boys and play dominoes every day.
yeah.
So they stuck. Y'all
Can
not
we?
stuck. You see what I'm saying? Because you still got kids, you raising kids. Your kids are not your friend.
Right,
Whew,
right at
that's
all.
a different show.
Can we bring up those statistics on the screen of the percentages of the black people that's married? So as we can see here, we got, if you're looking at it by race, there's 50. We're the highest race of the people who has never been married.
Well, now let me expound upon that part. A lot of that reason is because of everything that transpired in the 70s with the households being broken down in black households, men going to prison, and women getting welfare.
Okay.
So a lot of that played a part in. Woman couldn't get that house, she couldn't get that food stamp money, so it wasn't no purpose in getting married because you would get more benefits to not be married. This shit is strategic when it comes to something like that.
Somebody actually put that on the post the other day too. Do you think that this is another part of a plan?
Look, social media, honestly, is the devil because it has given everybody access to everybody, right? I grew up in Chicago. Guess what? I can count on two hands how many times I came across some drop dead gorgeous women. Social media popped up. Shit, y'all every motherfucking way. You know what I'm talking about? And then y'all easy to get in contact with. That some of those, like a lot of dudes, they hide behind that keyboard because the same chick that he wouldn't have the guts to holler at the bar in the grocery store online, he'll shoot her a message real quick. Because guess what? If he gets rejected.
Can I tell y'all this real story? I was out, and this has happened actually more than once. I have been out and get home and receive an inbox.
I saw you. You
was looking real good.
Yeah, that happens on both sides.
Why you didn't come say nothing to me?
Yeah,
I am not used to that. And so, like, men, and I try not, but men, y'all are normally the aggressors.
That's the pride. That's his pride, though.
Y'all are the hunters.
He don't want to get shut down in public.
That's his pride.
But
that's the thing.
I mean, that come with the game. And even if you just coming to say hi,
shit different from back in the day when you had a pen and paper and you had to get a number.
Right.
Shit nowadays.
How many times did you write down 5882300?
Right. But see, at the same time,
I got a Google voice number
you can do that easily. But see, when nowadays you got to think it's too many eyes on you. If you go holler at somebody and people know your intentions is coming,
but you can just say hi.
Here's the thing
that don't.
And then even inbox me later and then try to talk to me.
Easy.
Like,
right.
but damn, like, just hey. I've also had people that be like, we Facebook friends. Oh, what's your name?
So if they speak first and then don't elaborate right then, but then come back and inbox you later, then what?
That's still fine, right? But don't not say nothing and then go behind the keyboard and talk to me. That's what it looks like, right? So that's why it's just like, you ain't say shit. Like, you scared to talk to me? You scared to talk? Like, and of course, we don't know. Exactly.
Look, I just invited my boy on this group. So what you talking about? So we used to play this game when I was in the Navy, right? Okay. Me, my boy Jason, and my boy B.
Yeah.
She coming in?
Yeah.
We would go to the mall. And we would holler. And random chicks in the mall. Yeah. And the other two, it was a game. The other two had to watch and see how it went for you.
Yeah.
And if you was getting shot down, we would hit you with the shotgun, right? So look, it got to the point where when I pulled up on the chick, I would let them know off back. Hey, you see them two niggas over there to the left?
Yeah.
They
just
watching
go
to
along with
see
it. Right.
if
right.
you gonna shoot me down.
Right.
Don't shoot me down.
Right.
You know what I'm
Go
saying?
along
So
with
when the time walked away, well, I look like I got all the
Yeah,
numbers.
yeah,
I
yeah.
ain't got not near damn number.
Well, you know,
But
but
it's
that's a good
perception.
game to play though, because at least it gives. Because I feel like a lot of the men nowadays lack the confidence.
That was the 90s. It's
Well,
different.
it ain't even so much the confidence. They like the conversation.
They definitely lack the
They like the
conversation.
conversation of what it takes to even pull somebody.
That's
First of all,
true.
let me go way back. All right.
Not
Back
too-
in the day, you had to set everything up and it had to be strategically.
Mm-hmm,
I'm talking about if you're trying to get some ass, look,
mhm.
shorty, get off the bus at such and such time, this, that, and the other. But you
Mhm.
talked about that shit 3 days before on the
Yeah.
phone. Now,
Have some R. Kelly
Now-
playing.
now see, even with that, look what you had to go through
Yeah.
to get to that point. You had
Yeah.
to call their crib,
But
their
you,
daddy answer the phone, their sister, hating ass sister who ain't nobody calling for, or
It's the
their
work.
mama telling them get your ass off that phone. You had to go through some shit to
You
set
had to
up
fight.
to
But
set up
wait,
some action.
you just brought up a point. Getting off the bus.
Getting off the
Remember
bus
that
to
shit
go.
was so
Hell
easy.
yeah.
It was
It was
Well,
easy. That's why I said it's
Like-
free.
Nowadays,
Like motherfuckers used to catch the bus to go see
to go
the
see
nigga.
somebody. But today's society, it's like you said
That's what I'm
earlier, the
saying.
microwave generation.
Hey,
Send me an Uber.
Shit.
these
Why
niggas
would
they
I
don't know
do
how to.
that?
They don't
Bitch,
know
you better
how to
hop
do
on the
none of that these
CTA.
days.
What's
They don't know how
it?
to do that.
Okay.
They don't know how to do that.
CTA.
What is the
Chicago
Chicago?
Transit Authority.
Oh,
You know
Yeah,
what?
we
I'm
used
sorry that you from where you from?
Arkansas.
Argentina?
The Arkansas, it is a cat. It's a cat bus. Yeah.
I'm done.
I'm
Y'all just
sorry.
got a bus
I'm
in
sorry, y'all.
2020.
Chicago. Hey, y'all got the whole. That's what y'all do though. Y'all ride there.
Oh, girl, listen. Transit
You know,
is all
I-
day, every day, all
Hey.
night, every night.
Hey.
Okay, another comment. It says most don't have a choice
I
due
do
to
too.
their life decisions. 5 kids, 6 baby daddies or mamas. Don't nobody want that shit.
Don't. Ooh. Speak on that.
True.
Wait.
Read that one more again. Read that one more
I
again.
missed something.
Most don't have a choice to be single due to their life decisions. 5 kids, 6 baby daddies or mamas. Don't nobody want that shit.
Hold on. That sounds like something I
was about to
said.
say, I
Hold
do
on.
think
That
that
sounds
was
like
your
some
ass.
shit I said.
I do think that was your ass.
It probably was.
But so here's the thing, like, especially back in the day, ain't no way in hell, right? Ain't nobody dealing with that shit. This nigga got 10 kids. But
Hold
at
on.
this point, they grown.
Mm-hmm.
Does that matter if they're grown?
I'm kind of flexible with the
Mhm.
age a little bit. I really
Would-
am.
no.
let's say this. Would you date somebody who have young kids?
Them your damn kids.
Yeah.
See,
I'm
how y'all
I'm
feel?
not.
Keep
My
up with
thing
that
is,
shit.
mine 13, so I'm really not
Yeah.
a
He
He
great
ain't too old, but he
sitter.
ain't too young.
I'm
either.
really not somebody who you want your, cause I'm gone. You know, I mean, like
That
for real,
part.
I'm gone.
That part.
So
now,
babies
is that a
ain't for
The
me.
part?
same way y'all feel about dudes with young kids is the same way dudes feel about chicks with multiple kids and multiple baby daddies.
Hey, say that.
But if they're
I don't know. I got
grown,
one,
what
so I don't know. I
difference
feel
does
you.
it
I
make?
feel you on
Me,
that.
okay.
35.
35?
I feel you. I feel you on that.
By
So,
35, most of these chicks got 4 kids
they
and
do.
7 baby
They do.
daddies.
But
I'm just
hey,
trying to tell you.
it's a different one over
Yeah.
here.
She said,
And-
well, you from
When you make good decisions, this is what you
You
get.
know-
No, let me stop. I'm sorry. I already stop. I'm gonna stop, y'all. No joke.
But one of the things that I have literally,
No, they don't.
I can't think of who. Oh, no. Okay. So a couple of years ago, I had met a guy, right?
Mhm.
And he was like, my daughter, this is my daughter, so and so. And then he said something about another daughter. And then he said something about a son. And I started thinking, damn, how many kids this nigga got? Like,
Kids matter, but
But
kids
all of
matter,
them
but
were
your
grown.
situation is how you, if somebody can be able to deal with it, you know, like
all of them were
seriously.
grown, though.
Okay.
So if they're grown, then that really shouldn't
You would think
affect
that.
me.
Well, let them
It
tell you
matters.
what's going on with the children first. So,
Yeah.
and if you know they're going to college, you know they're doing things, you know they active, that they really got a career, they making up. So that could be a little bit different. They might not be so much burden on you, you know.
Nikki
Yeah.
or whatever.
Nicole.
So
No,
you know,
I
right about that one.
I ain't worried about the fucking bird.
know.
I got one.
You do. You
Yeah,
know,
man,
we
with
do.
young kids.
It's an asset for us, for them. You know what I'm saying? But when somebody else come and they got 4 kids, that's totally different.
Can't date a man with young kids. What Nikki say?
That's not cool.
Like my mama always said, don't no man want a woman with a house full of kids.
Don't no man want that.
Because
Mio should stop it, okay?
There
19
is
kids.
two sides to the shit, right? So from the male's perspective,
You
if the
big tone,
woman
didn't you?
got all these kids, that kind of falls on you,
Mhm.
right? Because
Mhm.
even though they got baby daddies, I mean, if this who
If-
you fucking with,
That's
that's
exactly
a package deal. I
responsible for
understand
that
that.
kind of shit. Come on.
From the
Oh,
woman's
there we go.
perspective,
There we go.
we got to deal with these fucking baby mamas,
Tag me in.
and I don't do them.
Oh,
Baby
he read.
mamas.
He read.
He's in.
Okay, so
He said, "Tag me in."
So-
Okay, we gonna do that too, Nick.
you have one of those situations where y'all don't want to deal with the kids or the baby. Y'all say y'all deal with the baby mamas,
Yes.
right? Okay, y'all got your own kids to deal with, right? But when it come on the flip side of that, men have their children. You're not going to accept our children, but we got to accept the package.
No, baby. I
But
promise you.
That's
If you're gonna deal with that nigga, then you're gonna deal with his kids.
True.
you should.
But see,
You
that's-
should.
It's not
If
Yeah.
he if he allow you to interact with his kids.
And if he don't, that's a problem.
One thing about it, to have a
That's real
good
problem.
relationship with baby mama,
that is.
That's a real
for
problem.
him to have a baby mama, and for me to deal with your children and your baby mama, it's
Oh,
a
you got-
conversation.
Let's
Should
say
nobody
something.
have to deal with nobody.
That's
It's a
adulting.
conversation,
You're talking
yeah.
about adulting.
Should nobody have
We're
to
not
deal
talking
with
about that
nobody baby
generation.
mama,
No,
first
what-
of all.
what-
These
No,
motherfuckers
no,
ain't
no.
adulting.
When I say-
Everybody
when I
is
say deal with them,
17, but they 44. That's the problem right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's
really
the problem.
shouldn't have to deal with nobody's baby mama. But that
You shouldn't.
you shouldn't. have to.
However,
No, but you said
I
that
disagree with that. I disagree with that.
I
Because
said-
you absolutely should have to deal with them. It shouldn't be in a negative
it should not
aspect.
be in a negative.
that's what I was
That's the
saying.
problem.
And that's what I
Y'all
said.
should have to tolerate each other in whatever y'all situation is because
No, it's just being cordial.
Y'all should just have respect. A mutual
That's it.
respect for everybody.
And cordial.
That is-
It's
that's not-
respect.
That's not dealing with them. You don't have to have
That
no
part.
conversation
That's
about
it.
this, that, and other.
We don't.
Respect everybody's other, and then deal with that.
So I'm gonna say this. So my daughter, her mother got married.
Mhm.
I've had to deal with that young man
Of course.
He's
in the
family,
interim
though.
because he
Because
was
he's
there.
a-
Well,
he's
now
a
my,
guardian.
my daughter is with me, but while he was in that household and my daughter was
Right.
there, I had to interact with him.
Right.
I actually, in certain situations, preferred to interact with him over my baby mama.
It's a conversation.
Boy,
Understand.
It's just
but
it's
there
just,
was a
that's
time
it.
where I
That's
had to
it.
let him know I will beat y'all up as a
Yes.
couple. Stop fucking playing
Yeah.
with me. But you know that
So-
that just goes there. I'm just
Don't get me wrong, especially if y'all are in
Not
a
a couple.
solid relationship, then
I'm
yes.
trying to- girl, listen.
If y'all in a solid relationship, then yes, you should have to interact with
Mhm.
the parent, right? But if it is some negative shit, because I'll be honest, that is a pet peeve of mine. I don't do baby mama drama.
Mm,
If
it's
this
a red
motherfucker
flag.
feel like she need to call
That's
you
nice
at
one.
2:00 in the morning on some bullshit, I'm good.
That's a red flag.
Do you
It
understand? Like
It ain't bullshit. It's red flag.
If
And
the baby's sick, baby got to go to the hospital.
should have been nipped that shit in the bud.
But baby, you just calling because you his baby mama and just I
yeah, that's disrespectful on a whole different level.
exactly.
And
So-
that's intentional disrespect.
intentional.
But if he's
Intentional.
entertaining it, then that's his problem.
That's
That's
it.
a hit-
Right there.
yeah.
That's his problem.
That's it.
And it ain't listen.
Right there.
So normally when the
Should've been had
kid
that
is
shit together.
young, all that shit ain't ironed out. It
Oh,
ain't
of
quite
course not.
ironed
Of course
out
not.
yet.
Of course
And I ain't got time for that shit to iron out. Holla at me.
Okay, Nikki, your kids are 35 and 30.
Yeah.
Girl, you ain't got no kids. You
See,
got adults.
My son is 26.
You got adults. Okay.
So
Well,
I come and go the
26
way that I want to. I do what I want to. I don't, because like if I want to go out, I want to take a trip. I done found a cheap flight and the motherfuckers. But I got my son this weekend. Okay.
Okay, we book your flight for the next weekend.
No, the flight is
See,
for
that's
this
fucked
weekend.
No,
That's
Nikki
fucked up.
Nikki
That's why I
going.
said go.
That's so
Okay,
fucked up.
yeah.
She gonna go.
Enjoy
The
yourself.
flight is
I'll
this-
see you when you
Go
come
the
back
next
on
weekend.
Tuesday.
Go the next weekend, Nikki. And take
That's
the
what I'm
nigga with
saying. I have done that, and that might sound selfish to me, but I paid
That's-
my dues. I
That's fucked
couldn't
up.
go
That's fucked up. You
because
left
I
that
had.
nigga- That's fucked up. You left that nigga behind because he had his kid.
I'm
Well,
glad that
nigga-
he was being a father.
well, nigga-
I do
What
appreciate
nigga, you supposed to let him know ahead of time. So he clear his
Sometimes you just
schedule.
find
Oh,
the deal.
shit.
The email comes through and be like, oh shit.
It's a deal. Tuesday.
That
It's
motherfucker
Monday
was-
It's a
night.
deal
You better
Tuesday.
jump on it
Okay,
now.
I got you.
Boy,
Okay.
Tuesdays when the deal comes.
That
Y'all
motherfucker
terrible.
said $500 to goddamn Greece. We gotta go.
Oh, I gotta go.
You can't go? Oh, I'm sorry.
Hold on. Where the hell do you work at that you could just take off?
Shit, listen,
You just take your
I've
laptop
been
with
at my job for years. I got 10 what is it? Tenure.
you. You got 10.
I got plenty of people.
So have we figured out why we are not dating? Oh,
We
sorry,
are not.
Shay. I guess we got off topic. For
Yes,
you.
we did. We did get off topic a lot.
So,
And that, y'all
all
know
right,
that happens.
let's reel it back in.
Why are we single?
Oh, we single because women want to become the man that they want to
Date.
date.
Oh my
Mm.
gosh.
Oh,
I heard
shit.
that.
Not
I
all the
heard
time.
I heard
well,
that.
I'm gonna say men become the women that the motherfucker.
Damn, that's what.
Because they
Come
do.
on now.
They
Come
do.
on now.
They
You mean
do.
you said
They sensitive
women.
as shit.
Okay.
This
so-
is the other thing that I was gonna bring up. Two other things: bisexuality
Oh.
and poly.
So, black sexuality back in the day, we used to just call that running the train. I don't know what this new shit is that y'all want to live with, but hey, if that works for
But
you,
that I feel like that too is a part of the problem, and so a lot of people are.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
A lot of people
Oh,
because they're
shit.
not
Here we go.
having good relationships with the opposite sex, they turn to the same sex, which still don't be good. So it's like, what the fuck?
You know
But
what?
I mean, it
Nikki
happens,
Nicole,
right?
get off here.
So
I
what
don't
she
know.
done said?
Yeah,
You
she
said-
over here trying to
so you
talk
said-
slick
so
about
you
the
said-
brothers.
so you
Too
said
busy
that the
carrying
sex-
her
Wearing
stick,
skinny and
and
shit.
they
I'm trying-
are.
You
That's
I
said-
don't
what-
even know
you
what to
said the
say.
sex is not good with the opposite
I
sex. So
didn't
they
say the sex wasn't good.
Miyoshi,
No,
you
it-
looking for a
no, I
woman,
said
bro?
they're not having good experiences.
good experience. I'll say so.
Not just
Sex ain't
not
good.
saying sex.
Okay.
I mean, because
Not okay. Not. But so you want? So you think you're gonna get better pleasure from the
see,
same
that's
sex?
why I can't. So that's why I can't imagine that. That's why, like, I can't imagine that.
We need-
I'm
we need to
assuming
go
they
back-
tired
we
of
need to go
men
back to the
breaking their
90s. We need to
heart.
go back to the
And so
90s,
they
where
said,
that
"Fuck
shit
it."
The
wasn't
problem
like
is we can
But-
never live in the 90s again.
that. I know.
Hold on.
We got to deal with today.
I'm
And the
okay with
problem
that. I
is-
still live in the 90s.
When people put these things out there like they're normal occurrence.
Mhm.
Look,
Mhm.
I'm not a proponent of homosexuality. If that's what you choose, that's what you choose. But this shit was not what we dealt with
Mhm.
because
It's
it
not.
wasn't accepted.
Exactly.
And
Right.
now, because these people to my left accept every damn thing,
Don't they though?
they support every damn
Don't
thing.
they though?
Now it becomes a thing, and now everybody's
It's
doing
okay.
it because it's okay.
And
No.
so that's another part of the. Are our black men still going to jail
It's
at
the
the rates
big
that they
daddies.
were? Because now I feel like we losing our black men to bisexuality.
Shit, that's the same. That's like
No.
jail. That's like jail.
I think the same amount of dudes that was fruitcakes back then is the same amount of dudes that's fruitcakes now. The only thing
More
is
accepted.
they making it more known. Like, think about it. I saw a
They were
commercial.
undercover back then.
They had two fathers and a son on the
Mhm.
goddamn commercial making breakfast. We ain't see that shit in the 80s and 90s. You know what I'm talking about? But now
we definitely
Yo,
they're making it more prevalent and making us see. It's putting, oh, there's homosexuals everywhere. No, there ain't. No, it ain't.
Nah, them motherfuckers-
We had one fruitcake in my neighborhood when I
them
was
motherfuckers-
growing up.
Them motherfuckers everywhere.
Wait,
Bruh.
wait. See it? Oh Lord, I'm gonna get in Facebook jail.
Ooh.
Shit, I should.
Put it on my page because I said it.
No,
And I'ma stand
But
on
wait,
it.
No,
listen.
they everywhere.
So
You say tag me
no,
here.
I feel.
Tag me in, goddamn.
I feel like when it comes to why we are single, there are a few things, right?
Mhm.
Ladies, and Terrence is one of them, and my friend Dale is another. They had to kind of bring it to me. And they was
Love
like,
Dale.
"What? Love Dale. Like
Dale's-
Dale keeps it 1,000."
Yes, yes, smart.
So he
smart
was
man.
like, what do you bring to the table? Like you say you're a good woman. What makes you a good woman?
Mm.
And
Mm.
I, as a lot of women, started talking about the shit, my accomplishments, right? The shit that I can do physically, the
Mhm.
shit that I have done as far as, working and
What that
degrees and all. Exactly.
What the
And like they said, a nigga don't care nothing about that.
Mm-mm.
Because one thing for me, everybody knows I don't like to cook. Now, I will cook, and I've been cooking a lot lately. I actually canceled my Uber Eats subscription yesterday.
Go ahead,
I
man.
get tired of that.
2023
But
new shit.
like when my son was growing up, even when my son, right before he left for the Navy, I would cook just even if I didn't eat, right? Because I'm cooking for him. I've always said that if I love somebody, I will cook for whoever I love. But I'm not one of them I'm not trying to win your ass over by cooking you a meal. Like, no, nigga, no. Taking me out to eat. Once I fall in love, then I'll cook for you.
Shay said
So-
a lot of women make their accomplishments their identity.
And
That
they
ain't
do.
who you are.
Well,
That's
that's
just what
well-
you've done.
Well,
And that is what society
I
has
would
kind
just
of taught us, right?
tag me in.
That is what society has taught us.
That's it. I mean,
but-
you know, they did.
Really?
When you
No, they
listen to
have.
them, yes,
What they tell the kids to do?
yes,
Go to school,
yes.
Mhm.
get your
And
education.
Okay.
as a
go to
woman,
college.
don't wait for no man to
You
do
know,
nothing
yeah,
for you.
do all those things or whatever. But really, a college degree,
Don't mean shit.
and I have a master's. But I'm telling you, I promise, I live it and I see it today. My family they great. They are
Yeah,
really like
yeah.
soaring successfully.
Yeah.
It's networking. It ain't
Yes.
about no
That
degrees.
look,
It don't about
Bill
no.
Gates
It's
ain't got
about
no
who you
degree.
know.
Donald
It's about
Trump
who
ain't
you
got
know.
no
Yes.
So I said, Dad, I
Yes.
want to get my doctorate. He said, listen, if that's what you want to do,
Do
fine.
it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He said, but you know enough.
Yeah.
You need to get around the right people.
That's it. You gotta rub elbows with the right
That's it.
people.
Right
my brother
place,
tell
right time.
my
That's
brother's
it.
an
Way
advocate for
more
all
than
that.
any
He's a
degree.
great networker.
That's it.
Yes, you do. You
But
absolutely
it
do.
comes down to we as women, we have to
Give a damn
realize.
about your degree. None whatsoever. You could be a high school motherfucker.
What you say?
dropout.
Oh, you said
That
men
don't matter.
don't care
No,
about that?
we don't really care
They
about
don't.
that. It's good to say, oh, she got a doctorate. We gonna
Right,
brag
and
about
look
that
good
shit
For
for real.
somebody else, yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
What you really need,
My girl got
Is
a
it
PhD.
intimidating?
right?
Is it
Right.
intimidating though?
Intimidating to
I'm just
who?
I'm not saying you,
Oh, no,
but
no.
I'm asking, is it intimidating?
What for?
Not from the dudes that I fuck with. My
Okay,
guys that
okay.
I came up with, no. If you got it, hey, great to have it.
Why would they
Are
do
you
something?
working in that field?
I mean,
You feel me?
right, right.
I know
Even-
plenty of people
They
with
got degrees
doctorates
and
and
ain't working.
masters,
But this
but
is-
guess what? They
But
ain't
let's say
working
this.
there.
But let's say this. Even if she was,
Mm-hmm.
even if she was a CEO of a company,
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, what do that man want from her?
It don't matter what you're doing.
It don't matter nothing about that.
'Cause when
And
you
that's
come through
what
the
we have
doors
to
of the house-
realize they want you to be a woman.
That's
they want
it.
you to be soft. They want you to be nurturing. They want you to be
Look,
the
hold on.
the-
women have misconcepted that situation and think we want y'all to be subservient.
yes.
No,
No.
just come home and be a fucking woman.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Come
Right.
home, smell good, look good, say hey babe, and we good to go. Man, look, we
something.
are the simplest fucking creatures on the planet.
I hear that a lot.
Be
good,
like I
be
said,
easy.
being soft doesn't necessarily have to be. Just be soft.
No, because
right?
you got
Maybe I don't know how to explain being soft,
Yeah.
but
Me either.
it's just be soft.
Me
Like
either.
be
you got
that
chicks
soft
like
place for
Miyoshi
him
that
to
want to
land,
call
like-
grown ass men shorty. Don't nobody want that, Miyoshi.
Bruh.
I'm a
Call you bruh.
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 Yeah,
Right, we at night.
I hate
bruh,
that.
You gonna give me
Yeah,
some?
I hate that.
No, bitch, I'm not giving you nothing. I
You
don't
gotta
even
grow up.
want to touch you
Right.
right now.
Right.
So Miyoshi, I hope you
just
listen.
be soft, right? Just be,
Just
so
be a
we-
female. Damn.
And that's not to say at all, don't go get those accomplishments. You know, like what we just said, we did it, right? That
You see
doesn't
what she
say-
said?
What she said?
Hey, yo, shorty, watch your mouth. She's stupid, but this is what we talking about. We don't want that. Miyoshi, you gonna be single for 20 more years if you don't stop that one word out of your vocabulary. Just stop saying it to me, and I guarantee you'll be married in 2 years. Straight up.
She funny.
That's why she's stupid as hell. She worse than me.
Okay, and then so like what Shay is saying, on the flip side, we want to feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
And feeling safe,
Buy you a gun.
no, nigga,
Get a
we
dog.
can buy our own guns. We want to make sure. Listen.
Use that little poodle that y'all
Let me
carry
tell you
around that y'all
something.
see on reality TV.
I be
Let that protect
outside
y'all.
sometimes, and I be like, if some shit pop up, this nigga gonna expect me to shoot.
Well, hey, know who you dealing with,
Yeah.
right? Know who you dealing with.
Yeah.
Because I'm a
I'ma
felon,
be ready
so
to
I can't
shoot.
carry.
Like I can even
I ain't saying
understand.
I don't
So,
carry. I say I can't carry. So
Like,
we
I
get
can
into some
understand
shit.
If a nigga like, hey, I already know my baby got that gun on her,
She
right?
say not
Like,
that type of
hey,
safe.
hand me that, right? Okay, but if you gonna be waiting for me to handle this shit, like, no, nigga, I want to have behind you.
Definitely. That's
I
kind of
want you-
it's important.
I want you
Security
to tell
is
me,
important.
hey, go over there because the shit about to pop off. I don't want to have to be the one to be like, hey, you see this motherfucker over there looking kind of
Okay, so
shady.
then, what kind of dude? After you've talked to him enough, you should know if this nigga got your back or if you got high heels.
Already.
So
And that's a
you
problem.
know, but you know, we're a little different because I'm from Chicago,
So,
right? So
yeah,
you know, the shit that we look out for at home, we don't have to look out for here, right? So it's kind of
we do, but we
but
overlook
not
it
to
sometimes.
not to that extent that we have to at home.
Oh no.
So I'm used to
everybody got a
I'm
pistol.
used to
It ain't
yeah,
bad.
but you know the bullshit.
No,
It's just the extra shit.
It's
Yeah.
more bullshit
Yeah,
popping
yeah,
off
yeah,
back
yeah.
home than it is.
Exactly. So a lot
I
of
ain't going to
these
Chicago
guys
then.
Don't. Please don't.
Dang, look at y'all. Like,
Don't.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
No,
Yes, you
I gotta visit.
Stay
though.
downtown.
I gotta go. I
Just
gotta
stay
go.
downtown.
Got to. I
Don't
know
go-
too many Chicago
look,
people not
don't
to
go
go. I gotta
south.
go.
Make sure you got the
Don't
right
go
chick
north.
out. Make sure you got
Just
the right
stay
chick out.
downtown.
Just stay downtown. Matter of fact, if you just stay on Michigan and you don't go, if you see numbers, go back the other direction.
Yes, you going too
Okay?
far.
Period.
Nah, man, don't be
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Fuck that, bro.
No, for real.
Look,
Yeah.
Like that.
I caught the train from O'Hare. Do you know my niggas
said you
cussed
see
me
numbers.
out for getting off the train? They told me that I could not ride the train. I got to get chauffeured from O'Hare when I come to Chicago now.
I did that
Wait,
shit, but I
hold
got
on.
off downtown though.
No, I got off at 63rd.
We not
Oh,
talking
no,
about
no,
goddamn
no.
Chicago right now.
I get off at 63rd, bitch.
Hello. Tara just made a motherfucker
Oh shit.
Tara, oh shit, wait a minute. Now, what's too far? Hold
Where
on.
we at? What we
Wait.
go back to?
What she saying? Where'd it go? Shit.
Damn,
Well, hold
Tara.
on. Y'all didn't go that fast, did
Yeah,
y'all?
they did. They've been
She
going
said
in.
she was saying something about you can't make a woman feel safe if she's still dealing with some internal shit. Oh, that was Terrence. See,
Terrence
I'm
said.
gonna have to start coming on here with my glasses.
What's that
on.
mean? What does that mean though?
He said you can't make a woman externally safe if she is still being tortured by her past trauma internally.
Ooh.
I think okay.
That
that's
was
again,
another comment that somebody had posted
Okay.
saying
why people they date.
broken people.
Yes, but yeah, that's a good
Trauma
one.
bond.
How do you deal
Hurt,
with
hurt,
Trauma.
hurt
How do you deal
people.
with that, though?
Hurt
people.
people.
Yeah.
Real shit.
How do you
You
deal with that?
can't.
And then
They have to deal with it. So
Communication
what
is
you
how you
have to
deal
do
with that.
is like what we were saying earlier, why the dating process is so important
Mhm.
because you can pick up on this shit
you can.
during the dating process.
It's like an interview.
And during the dating process, unfortunately, some
Look,
shit you
you
gotta
see,
pass
you
up.
Mm-hmm.
I can't because you have not dealt with that shit that you're dealing with, and at some point that shit gonna come over on me,
It is.
and I can't. So if they're not willing, people don't want to go to therapy. They don't want to seek therapy. They feel like that's weak. You know what I mean? But you're dealing with some shit, and I'm not trained. My degree is not in psychology,
Mhm.
so I am not trained to help you in that capacity.
Okay.
Either.
Not being trained is one thing, but when you encounter somebody, how do you engage them? Like engagement is 99.9% of therapy. You give them the reins and let them give you. You know what I'm talking about? You talk to them in a way that lets them feel more vulnerable to expose their issues.
So here's another thing that I have learned about me. See, I self-reflect. And like what I just said earlier, that I'm not that damn sensitive. So I have learned that I'm probably not the chick for the damaged man because I can engage you and I want you to talk about it. But then what I do with that shit after you talk about it?
But and
how can I
that's what most men
what am I
deal with.
supposed to do? Like, what am I supposed to do?
Here's the thing. Women, when y'all expose your baggage,
Yes.
you want acceptance, you want help.
I can accept it.
Men, we don't get acceptance, we don't get help. We get shunned by what you just said. What am I supposed to do with that? And now all of a sudden, we was fucking 3 nights out the week.
And that's the
we was
worst.
having dates every 2 days.
Take a man to a place where he's actually conversating and being
And then
dialoguing, and then you shut him down.
And now we don't want to talk to nobody.
And I
conversing. I'm sorry.
I get it, right?
I
get it. But
gonna get you on that one.
so that's where I am being real with myself. I don't know what to do with that because I was raised with boys. And when I went to my brother, or still today, if I go and be like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, that ain't shit to cry about. The fuck you sitting there crying? That ain't shit. You do what you gotta do. So that's how I am built. And I know that may not be right. And everybody, I understand. Internally, I can handle that shit.
But
right?
knowing that's not,
But
that might not be right.
I understand.
What do you do with that? Do you still cling to that, and that be what you? Because if that's your driving force, then
that
Nikki,
works for me.
stay single.
That works for me. But I know that don't work for everybody else, right? So I know I can't tell them, hey, you just gotta do what the fuck you gotta do. I know that.
But that's the man you want. Everybody. Is that gonna be the man that you want to deal with? The man that you gotta tell, hey, nigga, toughen up, stand up straight. Don't what the fuck you crying for? That's the man you want to deal with. I wouldn't
say that. Like I wouldn't say that like that. But yeah, I kind of.
Your actions are gonna say that
because that is me. Like I'm not gonna lie. That's me. Like that's me talking to me. Mm-hmm. When I have a moment and I'm like, what the fuck? And then like, hey, you gotta do what the fuck you got. That's me talking to me.
At what age do you get to the point where you're no longer bound by that? That's a trauma bond because that's what you were raised on. Like I'm a proponent. I was raised on survival.
Yeah.
Love is a foreign language to me. You feel me?
Yeah.
So me growing the way I came up, nigga. I got 4. Mm-hmm. 3 boys and a girl. Mm-hmm. And guess what? If they all fall, guess what I do? Get the fuck up. They all know that. And they know my youngest is 13. They all know this stuff.
I'm like, hey, dude, you gotta do what you
I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing that she's like that because her people and where she come from.
This is what this is me.
I feel like that.
Like, and I'm not
it's a certain type of man that'll be able to accept it. Because I mean, all women are not soft. Some are aggressive. Some have, built with armor. Some have been around men. I mean, that's me too. Right. I mean, it may look intimidating. It may look like, oh damn, you act like a nigga. My daddy said I'm the oldest of 10. He said you should have been a boy. You should have been a boy. It's not that. Oh, I'm not a boy. I'm here. But it's not that.
Like I'm sensitive to the situation. I understand that people go through it. I have a son. Wow. You know what I mean?
Shay said they need medical attention.
Who?
Shay said that.
Who's that?
One of the people commented.
My question is related. How long you were riding that car till you changed the tire?
I like that. Man. I like that too. And you know something, because I say that too. How long you gonna tell that story till you move on to your next chapter? You're right about that, and I get you on that.
But it's just, but it's some things.
So I'm gonna help y'all out.
Go ahead.
Where are y'all 2 ladies on this ride?
I like this,
Nick. I'll tell you what they are.
I'm probably in the middle, but just finding yourself. I'm gonna say that.
Never in no power struggle.
Because I'm definitely at the point where I'm okay to accept somebody in my life. So I'm definitely in the middle. I really am.
What's the middle?
Just finding myself.
I might be a little confused with this. These are different levels, but
so
they are.
It is middle.
Power struggle and finding yourself.
Well,
you in this. You about to trip.
I ain't never getting in no power struggle with no dude. Why do you have to go through a power struggle?
So is this steps from a relationship or this step? This from a relationship?
I don't understand why power struggle is in it. That should never be in there. Like in my opinion, that should never be.
The problem is that is in there, even if you realize it's there or not.
So if it's in there,
you're looking at the word power. That's the problem.
So I'm gonna say this.
You're looking at the word power, and that's not a thing.
Let me say this. I'm looking at it from my perspective, right? Mm-hmm. And like what we were talking about, some men get intimidated. But I have no problem with being submissive to a man who can lead me. So if we are in a relationship, then this is somebody that I can trust that can lead me. So there's no power struggle because I'll bow down.
I'm gonna be Baptist right now. I'm gonna put this finger up, right? You want to exit? No. I want to interject myself, and I'm gonna say this. Guess what? Here's my biggest thing. When Moses leaded the people, right? Mm-hmm. If he was not recognized, that he didn't know what the fuck was going on, he followed God. Right. If all of them people, guess what? They spent 40 years. They was told 40 days. 40 years in the wilderness to follow this man's lead. Y'all women today ain't trying to find that 40. Y'all don't want to be 40 minutes for real.
No. This is the other thing. These 2 ladies, they want to be, like you said, she wants a man to lead you. But the hardest thing is that 3 letters called let.
Let. L.
I have no problem with it.
No, because it don't. If it don't match up to what you think it is,
No.
Go ahead.
So here's my thing.
But see, it's not no. Let me. It's gonna be trials and tribulations.
yep,
It is.
trial and error.
Y'all just want trials.
I don't have a problem with that. So here's my thing. First of all, 9 times out of 10, in order for me to actually, that's part of what I am attracted to in a man, his capability to be a leader. Period.
Moses had zero capability.
Well,
he
if
couldn't
he
even.
ain't got
That
zero
man talked with a
capability, I'm
stutter.
not gonna be
No,
attracted
think
to
about
that
it.
motherfucker.
He had to use Aaron to speak for him,
I
right?
understand.
He spoke with a stutter, so he was not prepared to be in front of these people and lead them. But
and
God
guess
chose
what?
him to lead.
I understand that. However,
Do you?
I do. But I'm probably gonna fuck that up. If you bring that to me.
Long as you know it. Long as you know it. As long as you know it.
Like,
Hey, that's all I'm
you
saying.
I'm gonna follow
You
that
gotta
one.
send me another side, God. Let me know that he
I missed
actually
that one.
can lead.
Let me just throw this in there. This is the thing.
Oh,
I know
shit.
Nikki been probably been in the station now. I've been to say.
Yeah.
Is that that's the reason why you find so many men going to other denominations.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. They blind though. I can't.
No,
I can't
they not blind, baby. They not blind.
Baby,
Let the man speak. Let the man speak.
Okay.
Other than that, other relationships, other white
Nationalities.
they give you a chance to fuck up. Y'all so hard on the black man, he get 1, 2, 3 chances. And the first thing y'all say, didn't you know? Didn't you know that? No, he didn't know.
So okay.
No, because what I need
Nikki,
to do,
Moses ain't know where he was going.
but hold on, but let me say this, because as a black woman, y'all the smartest thing we ever had in our life. I need you.
Yep.
I don't need you to beat me up.
That's it. Well, oh yes, y'all do.
We just leave.
No, see, she said we just leave.
But I need you to
knockout.
use your head though.
Power struggle.
I'd rather fight Tyson
Power
than to
struggle.
deal with a black woman
Power
in
struggle.
2020.
She just said, I need you to use your head.
And the right one.
Yes.
The right one.
Who taught you how to drive a car?
Me. Honestly.
Okay, who did you see drive a car first?
My mom.
Your mom. So
Yeah.
what was your dad? You didn't have a dad at the crib?
We're not gonna talk about
Okay,
that.
so we're not gonna talk about that. She might, cause no, I know women like that.
Yeah,
Daddy wasn't
yeah.
there, so mama did everything.
But at the same time, like with
I
me,
need to touch on that.
Well, you good.
my brother, my dad,
It's a man.
right.
Somewhere around, it's a man.
But these were this is the other part. The problem for me, I grew up with strong ass men. Like
They not
strong
here
ass
anymore.
men.
They don't exist
Yeah,
anymore.
and it's just like
yeah, we do.
Well,
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
We do.
It is some.
come on
It
out.
is some.
Where you at?
But here's
Come.
here's
We
the
accept
other
you.
part of it.
Well,
Like
my oldest is 21. Give him a minute. He'll be there.
I tag you in.
Tag him in. Hey, he 21 at the now.
the other part of it though is that I like I said, and so they say women are attracted to men who remind them of their father, right? My father was a leader. So that's why I said, yeah, I told my son, damn, I'm fucking you up. But I am attracted to a man who can lead. And he doesn't have to have his shit together, right? But if I see that potential, and I hate to say that shit, and I hate fucking with potential, but if I see those leadership qualities in you, then I can follow you. You know what I mean?
So where
If
do
he's
you
me-
where do you look for it at?
You came
Right?
from
Where do you
Just
look for the
in
leadership?
general shit.
Where?
Just in if y'all ask if we can go in a restaurant and you don't just stand there and wait for somebody to come acknowledge you, and you going, you know, these motherfuckers walking around and moving around. Excuse me. You can take the leadership to even get where we need to go. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Let me just stand back and be pretty. Let you go, you got it. Okay, I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? But if it's a motherfucker, we just standing here, we standing here.
But here's the
I'm
thing.
like, hey, who is running?
But guess what?
I gotta do this shit.
90% of women these days, 5 seconds in, excuse me, you don't get that man the goddamn chance. And guess what? Now I will say this: a lot of men are okay with letting a woman do that because guess what? That's a feminine thing. To be like, excuse me, can we get a table? Excuse me, our order hasn't been taken. Men don't, because guess what? Especially black men, let me step up in Denny's and say, hey, we ain't been, well, we finna get the
we don't have
police.
to be a rude.
No.
Because I don't like that rude shit. I don't like that rude
Yeah,
shit.
it's a way to handle them without handling them. They do us the same way.
We get warded
Get
out
okay.
by
Make
speaking
sure this
up.
shit gonna get done. make sure the shit gonna get done. I'm cool.
So let me say,
They say give you
Because
a
I mean,
mic,
for one,
Don.
because you gotta
Yeah, we
handle
need
both
Don
ways. I
and
mean,
Mike,
we
'cause they
playing,
can
but you gotta be professional too. You gotta be able to handle. Because I mean, I might need you to step in on do some legal shit
Some
or some shit that's a little bit more professional, or I
Mm-hmm.
need you to be a man and hey, I really can't handle this, but I mean, they gonna handle me a little bit better if I come up here with my man.
Shay
You
said,
know,
if
so-
if a man can't look another man in the face when he speaks, it's not going to work. I agree with that 100%.
but
Yeah.
see, but
I
I'm
agree
gonna
with
go
that.
back to Nikki. You said your dad was that leader, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he went to the restaurant many times with his wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't a table available. What did that woman do?
Yeah, I can't.
She probably
So
spoke up.
No, that's what she did. She said, Johnny, can you handle that for us, baby? That's it.
you don't have to say nothing.
No. Because sometimes what you see, we don't see. Our eyes are different.
That's true.
So
But so when it comes to like in the situation where we're talking about the restaurant, she shouldn't really have to say nothing.
It also comes to patience too. Cause
patience.
most guys will probably sit back and just wait to see how it's gonna
And y'all
unfold.
are a little patient.
But the woman
They are.
already looking like damn,
are.
you know what I'm saying? It's been long
For
enough.
me,
And I like that. I mean, baby,
Yes, it needs to be more patient.
I got it. Because I mean, when she come back to the table, I'm gonna handle it. If you gonna handle it, I'm gonna shut the
they
fuck
are
up.
logical.
Yes.
And it should be.
Yes.
I am not attracted. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am not attracted to an especially highly emotional man, because I feel like being emotional causes you to do fucked up shit and make fucked up decisions, and that might cost us. And I'm not. I need you to be logical.
It ain't no mic cost y'all. It will.
I need you to be logical. If you one of them that just run off your fucking emotions, this shit ain't gonna work, because you're gonna get us fucked up.
Right.
You're gonna get us in some shit, and that could be the Chicago in me, but that's just what it is.
No,
You're gonna get us in some
real.
shit.
That's
You
real.
can't fucking react off emotions, even women. But women get a pass because we were built this way.
No,
The
y'all
fuck
don't
is your problem?
y'all
Why
don't
you?
get-
Here's the
No,
thing, though,
no.
and this is what we misconstrued the whole thing.
I'm
We
sorry,
were
y'all,
all
I forget.
built the fucking same, right?
Right.
Y'all got a couple of
Well,
X chromosomes and Y chromosomes. I don't know the science on that shit, but that's the difference between the two, right? So
Yeah.
we got just as much emotional shit in
but
us.
you gotta control that shit.
We do that very fucking well.
And I'm okay
Because-
with that. But if you can't control that shit,
Here's your man not
that's
controlling
dead.
his emotions
Motherfuckers dead
when he's
and in
still
jail
on that
because they
dude
can't
for
control
for
their
saying something
emotions.
slick to
That's
you.
what I was.
That's
gonna
the
say.
difference.
When he
Women-
went,
when he's still on that nigga.
Women gonna turn around. Y'all gotta control yourself too, because y'all put guys in the situation.
That they can't.
Y'all gonna sit up here and be popping off at the mouth, but you don't know the
Yoshi.
motherfucker on the other side got a gun.
but
Yeah,
but
shit
but,
is
that,
gonna
but that's
step
but
up.
that's
This
when
one
you
gonna
supposed to
No,
supposed
it
to
ain't.
have some type of hey.
No,
Babe.
No.
Chill
Listen,
out.
Y'all talking
You
about
know,
leaders?
something like I mean,
Y'all
I
don't
mean,
listen.
no, ain't no way.
We can
Ain't no
tap
way.
you and say, "Hey,
Hey,
man,
this-
six of them
no,
niggas is
no,
just me."
this not what we doing. This is not what we doing, baby. This is not the place. This is not the time.
That's-
I mean, maybe I'm just a different place. I used to be that same ready to pop out, but I mean, it just I'm
You gonna
so
have a nigga-
more
you gonna have a
thinking.
nigga in jail.
No, she said
I'm not
the
doing
same
it.
thing.
Not
She
doing
said,
it. I'm
but
not doing it no
this-
more.
but how many
No.
niggas you get locked up?
No, what you mean?
No,
What?
she just said this is not the place or the time.
It's
I don't
not.
trust- I don't
It's
trust
not.
the stat.
I'm just
I
saying.
want her statistics. Don, can you look up her
Exactly.
statistics? I want to see how many niggas she got locked up for
Get
popping
it?
off.
Get it? How about? No, I ain't gonna
No,
even do shut up. Let me hush.
Down in Mississippi too? Boy, if you was black, you
I
was
am
going
not
to jail.
in Mississippi. I'm in Arkansas.
Arkansas, same place.
But not to bring up the
Little-
Jada Pinkett situation, but that was what I was saying about the Jada Pinkett situation. At some point, as a woman, you are supposed to protect your man as well.
And she did
And
not
so,
do that to
hey,
Will.
baby, you got too much to lose over this dumb shit.
And guess what?
So you supposed to stop him. Yes, like you supposed to be like,
And they been in the game too long.
She ain't sent him off. She ain't sent him off. Will sent himself off.
he did.
He
but
jumped
as
out
a
the gym
woman, but
like
as a woman,
Ronnie Fields.
But as a
And
woman,
boy-
as his woman, you know what I mean? It has been so much shit.
Well, you said he was.
No,
the woman?
he did that for
Listen,
himself
He was the
though.
woman.
No.
Basically.
She's saying
But it
Will.
has been so much
They
shit
missed that. He
over
was
the
the woman.
years. And I'm now learning. I have discussed certain shit with my son, and I be forgetting I got a male child. And he like, hey,
Nice.
like you my mama. Like at the end of the day, they not finna disrespect you. You know what I mean? So I have learned
Chris Rock did not disrespect her.
What I'm saying is,
I mean,
I have learned.
and that's just what he do. He joked, but I think Will was in a different
Right.
space, in
Will
a
was
different
mad
headspace.
about the whole August Alsina shit. And he was like, you know what, the hell with this. I'm about to step up. And then he gonna step up. Will is 6'3", Chris Rock is 5'9". Okay? That's the difference. Will chose who he wants to fight. Will is a bitch for that, for real.
I think there's a little bit of reassurance. They relationship is so rocky. It's ridiculous. They said that's what that was.
No. What he did. This is the thing. The black culture is so different. But when mainstream got it, we flipped it to when we're mainstream. One thing we do as black people, we cut up with each other.
Right.
We don't know how long
We don't do that other shit.
No, we don't know how long they've been going back and forth.
It doesn't.
No, hold on. We don't know how far they've been going back and forth.
Right.
We don't know that he tried to hit on her. We don't know that she went at him. We don't know that. We don't know we're going to barbecue.
Well,
True. We don't know what she's saying to him in private.
Exactly. But sometimes as men, we have a last straw.
Yeah.
Because we know he quit. See, you understand? One thing that hurt black folks is our mind, in your mind.
we gonna get him a Mike Miosha.
It's yep.
Don't worry about it.
She says
Mia said, give him a mic, so we can hear.
But sometimes with that whole thing, it's like people don't understand black culture. We chop it up, we score on each other, whatever it may be.
Mm-hmm.
But with mainstream, we see us do something like that.
We got to react differently.
Hold on, let me say this though. Let me say this. And coming from Chicago, we chop it up, we scoring. But there's a line, and there's a line that you gonna get you busted in your motherfucking mouth.
Will chose the right person. Will is from Philly.
That shit was supposed. If that shit was at the crib, that shit would have been.
Boy, that nigga softer than baby shit.
Y'all from Chicago. How many times y'all seen that happen? But it wasn't on TV.
Oh yeah, 1,000,001 times.
I'm gonna tell you, that shit didn't go like that. Motherfucker just walked back to his seat and act like
no. Well. I think personally, if Chris Rock wasn't on that stage, if he was at the Improv and Will would have did that shit, he might have whooped Will's ass. Will don't strike me as a nigga that can fight. Okay,
soft as hell too.
They both sugar cookies, but at the same time, I think it would have been a little tussle.
It wouldn't have been that.
It might have been some fun.
Because we can go into a rabbit hole with that shit.
Yeah.
But the point was, as a woman, so yes, we want to feel protected by our man, but as a woman, we also have a responsibility to protect our man. Sure. Because like I said, I have brothers, I have a son, I have my daddy, and I know that they ain't finna let a motherfucker just fuck with me. So I have to move in a certain manner that I don't want them going to jail for trying to fuck somebody up because I was in the middle of some shit. You know what I mean? So as a woman, we have to be cognizant of that shit to be like, you know what? It's been shit, like I said, that I have not disclosed to them. Because I know if I did, that shit is gonna go down. And it wasn't worth my brother, my daddy, my son getting hurt or going to jail over. You know what I mean?
That's the point I was making. That's the point.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna do some shit and a man gonna step in and do what he do.
Right.
To make sure
we have to be cognizant of that shit.
I've been in the industry about 20-some years, but it's one thing that we learned. First thing we got in about case 88, 104. Once you be on TV and video, you fair game. Everybody fair game.
That part, Nikki Nicole.
With celebrities, they can score on the everyday people, but nobody can score on them.
Right.
But they have to realize you fair game. She was fair game.
For sure.
Period. Like that's it. If you out there, you fair fucking game. And you can't get in your feelings. I mean, but at the same time, you can't let your husband go fuck his career up over some fucking jokes.
I'm saying,
you can't. You can't let your. I personally would have been pissed.
Cut it out,
nigga. You really did because again, I am not attracted to the man who's led off his emotions. I don't give a fuck what the history was. Because at the end of the day, you got a career. You got people that pay that they motherfucking eat because they're your employees.
Yeah,
now, once your money
he was out line.
You fucking all everybody else.
He was out line because now you gotta eat what you put out.
Y'all want to take another shot? That's what my man is saying.
We take another shot.
Hold on, before we do this. Before we do that, I just want to touch on something that's real personal. So I got 3 sons and 1 daughter, right? And my daughter,
yes.
look, listen. My daughter sent a message to our group chat, which is the family, and she said that some boy, and all my son heard was slapped. He was ready to pop off. He's 18. He's going to jail if he beat up a high schooler. And I had to let her know then, hey, when you relay a message, she wasn't saying he slapped me. He slapped her friend. My son was ready to go to the school and lose it. Okay?
Like I'm telling you, my
Women,
son
y'all gotta
literally
understand.
just recently, I was telling him about some shit and he was like, listen, like he went left and I was like, oh shit, wait a minute, hold on, baby. Like, no, it's not like that. He was like, no, at the end of the day, you my mama. I was like, oh shit. Like, okay, so I can't tell him everything because like I know about the older people, but my son, and so we have to be careful. But look, Dale said, I need a shot too.
We taking shots.
Dale said, Jada don't protect Will's peace of mind or his pocket. He don't give a fuck about that nigga.
Oh, that Dale.
Yeah, that's Dale.
Hey, Dale.
So,
Hey, Dale.
I want to ask this other question that we were talking about.
Girl, you ain't. Oh, look, y'all.
What?
Nikki ain't even finished the first shot. She is full of shit.
Well, she said she had an interview tomorrow, and I second that. I second. No, she got to get that.
I gotta get that money, baby. I gotta get the money.
Get that interview.
And then we're gonna take tons of shots.
Nah, you don't lie to the people though.
What I tell you, I said you drinking that Crown Black, baby. You a big dog. You a big dog.
What up with it, Dale?
Listen, we said
shots fired. You right.
Can married people take advice from single people?
Get it?
Yep.
It was a Facebook post that was out, and I just really feel some type of way yesterday. I'm just thinking like
it depends on what the advice is for.
Definitely does, but you can.
Can you take advice? A broad answer? Yeah, you can.
Because sometimes you can't take.
No, not take advice. It said, is it okay for single people to give advice to people who are married and vice versa?
It's the same thing as people with no kids giving advice to people with kids.
Yes.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I'm gonna go deeper than that. It's priests out here who goddamn telling people what to do, and they ain't never had no answer.
Allegedly.
Come
that
on,
was
now.
a question I wanted to address.
That ain't. Let's talk about it.
It's what you do with the gems that you are giving.
We froze down.
Yoshi say we froze.
We froze then.
Maybe on her. Hey, get rid of that boo-boo wireless that you got. You got that Boost Mobile. That's the problem.
And my guy Will, he actually put that out. And I was very I was kind of like really like shunned on him because I can't believe like he put that out because we gonna talk. Will, we will talk when I see you.
I will say this because somebody here posted. I was trying to look at that.
No, it wasn't us. It was one of the people that was commenting. Okay. It's her internet connection. She got
one
AT&T.
of the people asked a question and they said that one of the reasons why they're single is because so many of their married friends are miserable. Yes. And we don't really have a lot of. I was talking to my aunties and they was like, "No, all marriages are bad." I'm like, either these motherfuckers is cheating in my inbox, or they
stay out. They stay out more than the single people. And I know I'm single.
Let's take these shots.
I know I'm single. Nick, when I go
out, the whole shot.
Nick, when I'm going out, I'll be like, why don't bring their wives out?
Tap.
You only see them out on anniversaries and birthdays.
We on another one, y'all.
Cheers.
I want Nikki's cup upside down when we done.
Y'all, I can't do.
So y'all said a lot of married men is in your inbox.
It ain't married men. It's just married people.
Well, Nikki said that. I just said they out, and I just didn't know. Like my thing is, I'm so cordial with everybody, and I hug everybody that I meet, and I'm not very like disrespectful at all. So I'm thinking like, why you don't bring your wife out?
So you saying that it's men is married men trying to holler at
kill it?
Of course.
Why is that?
I don't know. This shit ain't happy. I ain't been married.
So you putting the third wheel in.
Now tell me. Let me know.
It's just two wheels. Because no commitment with you, and you need to get hit every now and then.
You hear this man?
He said what?
You're right. You hear this man? Hold on. Give it to me again. No, I'm
that's a blessing.
wait.
That's a blessing. And see, we need more. She said, I've been 28 years, and I still like his ass. We need more examples like that. Because right now, shit ain't looking good.
I like that. That's sexy. That is the ultimate goal.
Like, and still
That's it.
into each other.
That's it. That's it.
You know what I mean?
See, but the new generation of woman, I'm going back to the married. You fuck with a married man before a single nigga because you know that he got to go home.
Well, no, he gonna fuck with a single woman before he fuck with somebody else.
Right?
He's gonna do that. That's for his own benefit. He the one that's with the more of the risk than a single person. Nah, whatever. No.
She is too now because at the same time, if she can get anything she wants as far as benefits, and they ain't got to deal with that nowhere else.
9 times out of 10, a married man gonna have his shit together.
Shit.
So I mean,
that nigga married. He's
stepping out. He's
stepping out because whatever he got going on, it ain't because of you.
The situation fit. The narrative works.
Right.
It works. I don't have to see you. You don't have to see me. But when we meet in mutual, we gonna do what we gonna do. That's what that all it is. That's all it is. It just works. That's it. And it's part of the game. That's it. It's a part of the
The
game.
unfortunate part
You
is
know,
that people treat this shit
It
like
is. It's
a game.
unfortunate, but that's
It's
what it is.
really not a game. It's a life.
So somebody
It's a
mentioned too,
fucking
and they
life.
said,
Them
my
kids is the
ass,
ones
my
who
dad, I
suffer
ain't got
through
my
all this
glasses
shit.
on. But they
True.
were talking about
They is fuck them kids, but they is.
what is the generation below us? Like
They
what
did.
examples are we
Uh,
seeing?
Nothing.
They did.
They
'Cause
gon'
when I had
they
this
gonna be
conversation with my
Neanderthals.
son,
Hey, look.
The next generation are gonna be Neanderthals.
Oh my
Because
God.
everything is gonna be wide open for them. It's gonna be like the first man. You know what I'm talking about?
Like
It was dinosaurs, and then it was somebody that was like us, but hair on his
Yeah.
body.
yeah.
He had to kill the dinosaurs. And it's gonna be the next generation.
That is the other part of it. Like
Fuck no, Whitney Houston was she smoked crack.
crack is
That's my
whack.
point.
Crack is whack.
my
back
point.
crack is
No,
whack.
but she smoked.
She said
She was
said
just whack
crack
when
is
she
whack.
smoked.
Okay.
She also smoked.
Don't go too far. Not too
No,
much.
but the generation below us, we are not like I feel like I feel
My
like I
kids
said
might-
a fucked up
One of my
example
sons
for
might
my
be
son.
watching. He already know I'm team fuck these kids. He 21 years old. He already know what I
They
mean.
watch us.
23.
They watch us.
They do.
And my son has not grown up in the house where a man living there.
Mm.
So I say this, because he used to go, like my mom was in Houston and she was married to my stepfather. So in the summertime, like he was there, right? He saw them together, but he has not seen his mom with a man like that. You know what I mean? And so when we talk about relationships, he's like, look, I ain't gonna do it. And I'm like, and I get it, right? Because right now he's doing just like me. When I was his age, I was chasing goals. I was chasing the bag, right? And so I'm like, I get it. I'm like, but you don't want to be 47 and like, okay, maybe I need to get in a relationship now, right? And so he's like, you look pretty fine to me. Like he's like, shit.
Because
What's
your goals are being met.
Yeah,
but does
at
he
the
know
same
your
time,
intimate
he doesn't
moments?
see exactly.
And that's the problem. You got to show that all to give these kids a proper perspective. You got to show
that
by being involved.
Now, come on now.
By being involved. Like, I mean, I'm biased.
You gotta
Okay.
have the right person around. You gotta have the right person around.
No. Guess what?
Who was the right person? Like, motherfuckers don't even make it
That's on you.
past
That's
the
on you.
trial.
That's
Trial and error is a part of every aspect of life.
That's what that go back to that wall I was talking about. That shit, that guarded shit. You ain't gonna let nobody in. You ain't got. How long is it gonna take? How long is it gonna really take for somebody to meet your son? I did.
I met him. We ain't dating.
He's talking about somebody I'm
talking about a nigga you fucking with. A nigga that's really trying to motherfucking press up on you. How long is it gonna take for that nigga to meet your son?
See, here's another part of my problem.
Mm-hmm.
When I was very young, my father told me, unless he's ready to marry you, I don't want to leave. So in 47 years, my daddy has met 2 men. 2. He even asked me not too long ago, you do like men, don't you? I swear to God, I can't believe shit. He said, you do like men, don't you? I said, yes.
He was questionable.
But he remembered what he told me. He said, "Do you remember when I told you that?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "That's what I thought." So I just don't do that shit. Like, unless we solid, you not meet my people. For what?
I feel kind of bad because I wish there was a bigger sofa so you can lay down so I can get third.
She need a therapy, don't she? Like I need a clipboard and some glasses for your ass, for real. Next show, therapy session.
You know what? We gonna do a show where it's the reverse host. Motherfucker gonna ask.
Oh, please let me be the host.
Oh, okay.
I got 3 things.
Yeah.
What you afraid of? Fall in love, give them your lifestyle, or your son is not gonna be there with you no more?
Well, I did 6 years without him.
Hold on,
when he
hold
was
on,
in
stop.
the Navy.
His question was, what are you more
Falling in
afraid
love.
of, falling in love, giving up your lifestyle, or your son not being there?
Giving up my lifestyle, that's probably
Okay.
because I can fall in love, but if I gotta fall in love and I can't do the shit that I usually do, like what? What is wrong
You
with
like
that?
being single.
I'm supposed to fall in love and
She
still
do.
be able to do the shit that I want to do.
Nikki, you are in love with being single.
No, I'm not. I promise
It's
you I'm
okay.
not.
Why do you think that? Why do you think that?
You don't
So
Tell
you
me why
said-
you don't think
Wait
that?
a minute. Hold
Because
on.
that's the problem that a lot of people don't really grasp. Some of us get so wrapped, especially in our 40s, we're wrapped up in being single that we don't want nobody to come in between that. Because guess what? You hold on. You travel when you want to. You ain't got nobody to ask to when you want to go out. You drink and you do everything you want to do. If you accept a man if you accept a man into that space, 50% of that shit get chopped in half. Because guess what? As a couple and a unit,
I'm
no,
sorry.
you're
I
get
got
Terrence
Terrence and Dale at me back to
And
back.
Dale,
where they at? I
Dale,
need to see.
he a pistol, baby.
Oh, we can't do that shit on camera.
Yeah, Terrence.
I was about to say,
Terrence
we
and Dale. Hey, y'all mama named Felicia tonight. Cause those is my brothers.
They're
They on the
gonna
same shit.
They're gonna give it to
I'm
y'all
just-
like Dale though.
All I'm trying to show to you is where you are, you're okay with being single. You're married
But I
to
do.
singularity.
No, I do want to be married.
No, do you?
Yes.
Do you?
No.
Like think about that answer.
No.
Think about that
You want to
answer.
be married to somebody that's just like you.
Right? No, and no, she don't want to be married to somebody just like her. She don't want that. Oh, that was
So
a big.
wait,
No, you don't.
Sarah said you are married to your lifestyle.
Exactly.
Then Dale said,
Mm.
Nikki don't answer questions when you put her on the spot. I do. I answer these
No, you
questions. Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
I answer these
You
questions.
done had 6 of them tonight. You
I just
you
don't understand
avoided
where y'all
them
get this shit from.
We know you.
because we talking to
We
you.
know you.
Get this shit
We know you. We know you.
Nigga say I want a man.
And you
I
know
want
what's so
somebody.
bad about it? The worst part about it ain't neither us 3 men, no matter, ain't one guy we can turn on to. Gonna be something wrong.
Why not? No, that's not true.
Nikki.
That's not true. That's not true.
Mhm.
CF got to meet all kind of dudes.
Boy,
He know all kind of dudes.
Say what?
But he ain't never tried to put. Ain't neither one of their asses.
Why?
I'm not gonna put you on.
Y'all think?
I ain't gonna put you on.
at all.
That's
Y'all
just
ain't
that's
shit.
just
'Cause
no, that's just me.
I gave you a glimpse of my cousin, and I said, bro, just don't talk to him. Period.
See, y'all think I mean.
I never said that.
Fuck me.
I think
I
you're nice.
know that
I think you're
Nikki
really nice.
is about Nikki.
Not at
You
all.
mean for a time frame when your son ain't in your house? You want him gone so you could just be the queen of your castle. I know this about you. And guess what? Ain't no queen in the history of queendom
Let me go back.
gave up boy, your lineage.
About you being loved, her lifestyle, her son. Her son is her cushion. That's what
She used it as an excuse.
No. You heard she said, me and my son had a talk. Me and my son did. Me and my son had a conversation.
That's my
Me and my
baby.
son-
Like, look, all this,
Absolutely.
all this. This is all she do. All this.
When
Me and my son,
when you only have one child, that's what you get. That's what it is.
So you the
Trust me.
same way?
I am. I know
Please
about it.
don't turn into
I know
niggas.
about it. I mean,
This is your 12-year future. Okay? This is your 12-year future.
That's the way to get tagged in.
that's my baby.
Look, tag me in. Tag me in.
Baby,
Look, no, fuck that.
No.
fucked off.
And they owe you. They owe you.
We ain't doing none of that.
No.
Here's the thing.
Hey,
Guess what? Y'all got the same hair.
Your shirt say apply pressure.
Look,
Wait.
the worst. Hold on.
I'm fuck you.
Your hair ain't got no gray in it. So let's do. Guess what?
Why you on the
Just
on
sit
the
on
thing
that
like
side
that?
of the seat. That's
No,
where
wait.
you.
She ain't ready for that.
Tara said. I'm
Get some-
not controlling. Tara said Nikki don't want to give up control.
She
Dale
don't.
said Nikki date down and then get mad because the man.
She do. I hear the stories, bro. And we ain't even that close like y'all.
The man don't meet her status because she don't want someone that will hold her accountable. That's not true.
Damn.
And so then Nikki Nicole said, I want a man. I just want him to leave with me. Huh? I just don't want him to leave with
To live.
live with me.
Okay.
Then her said, when you've been controlling, yep, it's hard. So come in being
Nikki,
international.
You're being unrealistic.
I need to see Nikki.
See, Nick,
No, don't look at her picture.
Don't look at her profile.
Don't look
Oh.
at it.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna down to Nick. Nick gonna meet that guy, and they gonna be a relationship. But guess what? She gonna have her room, and he gonna have his room.
Oh Lord.
No, I want to.
That's
No,
the
that
worst
is
shit
that's
ever.
one thing. That is one thing that I require. Every night we gonna sleep together. Now we don't have to be together throughout the day. Like you can be over there and I can be over here. But at night, nigga, we gonna be in the same motherfucking bed.
Well, you see-
You ain't-
yeah, that's the old school in you. I
At
like
night,
that.
we gonna be in the same motherfucking bed. Now you can do whatever you want to do the rest of the day. You ain't gotta be cause I ain't gonna lie. I get claustrophobic just thinking about a motherfucker up under me all day. I cannot.
Well,
shit,
you gonna get
So, brother Nikki.
Shit.
Brother Nikki, I want to know.
I'm telling you right now. Everybody
'Cause-
start out with that old cuddle shit, grab behind and grab the titty.
Bobby
and everything.
Hanano.
And guess what? As soon as it heat up,
Dion,
get your ass up off me.
Abana.
what
Here,
you doing?
I ain't mean to fuck up your name like that.
Podcast, nigga.
Right.
You
Bobby
know, it
Hanano
ain't over
says,
yet.
You know it.
if
Oh, you been married.
only for the great tax
Yeah.
benefit, find a good
I'll
reason.
tell the truth.
Hold on. Listen, y'all. Bobby Hanano said, if only for the great tax benefit, find a good one and good married led.
Here's the thing. So let's talk about this financial and tax benefits because men seem to think that they are
Nikki,
the
you ain't
only
going to
one.
Greece.
Men.
What's up,
we gonna
Shantae?
listen. Okay. Men think they are the only ones who can get hit financially.
What you mean?
No. It only happens when the
Alimony.
woman makes more.
Exactly.
That's the
Still,
only
but it
differential.
still can happen. I have
Mary J.
listen,
Blige showed us it can happen.
exactly.
Mhm.
And then I just literally just read an article where Eric Benet, so what's her name, Halle
Halle Berry?
adopted his son.
Yeah.
And then when they broke up, he tried to sue her ass for fucking child support. Nigga,
That
this
was
ain't
dumb.
even my son.
Yeah, he was stupid.
That
Eric
type
Benet
of
was
shit,
stupid
you know
anyway.
what I
So
mean?
you should have let her.
He should have never
go.
married Halle Berry in the first place.
Right. She
So
got ahead, you should-
it's that part. When me and Keisha literally first started hanging out, and she had a friend, and her friend, her husband was trying to take half of her 401k. And I see,
Keisha.
here's the other thing, that not Keisha, but her friend.
Okay.
And I didn't know this chick, and I don't know this chick. As I think about this shit, like I don't think I ever seen that chick another day before.
Probably
in my life.
because she didn't have no money to go out.
No, well, because so here's the thing, and this is what makes it hard for us. This is what makes it hard for us because as women, we are shunned, right? If we don't support the man, and so she was married. He went through a hard time, so she was taking care of the nigga. Well, the nigga never did get another job. They found that it was cheaper for him to stay at home and take care of the kids and shit while she worked. And so once the shit started, they had property, they had investments and shit. As shit started going bad, he decided he was gonna take half of her shit if she divorced him.
Well,
And we talking just common people.
Okay.
We ain't talking people
Rich
with
people,
thousands. Yeah, we ain't talking about
Okay.
rich people. We talking about common
but
people.
guess what though? That's a thing though.
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
That's a thing. When I say that's a thing, I'm talking about introducing somebody to a lifestyle, just like rich folks.
Mhm.
You gotta understand. If I get used to something and you cut out on me, Yeah, in certain places, I'm entitled to that still.
See, and that's why you gotta lead. That's why, ladies, you gotta lead their ass.
See, and that's
See?
that.
See?
You know what? That was a
Listen.
setup. That was a setup. That was a setup. That was a setup. That
Hold
goes
on.
back to what I said
Hold
a long time ago.
Men too. I don't give a damn.
Y'all
Listen.
don't want nobody taking what y'all came up into.
Let me say this here. We had this is another thing that's got me kind of scared of marriage. I was watching Dr. Phil. And Dr. Phil, this lady married a lawyer. The man was a lawyer. So when you think about the amount of time that it took for him to go to school, get the degree, study for that law exam, you know what I mean? And no sooner than they got married, he quit his job. He decided that ain't what he wanted to do. And so after that, lo and behold, the nigga couldn't keep a job. Talking about he trying to find himself. So when she finally got fed up, now you got to pay alimony because he's accustomed to living a fucking lifestyle. So you trying to stand by your man, you trying to support your man and all this. No. So I need to know, what is the time limit? 3 months? Because you can't get accustomed in 3 months. What's the time limit? If you don't get a job by 3 months, nigga, you can. This shit ain't gonna work. We gotta get separated.
That's too long. You talking about you, or you talking about after that situation? Or you talking about just coming in, ain't got no job period?
I can't pay you alimony. I'm not paying you alimony.
So if you got alimony and we been husband and wife and we separated, how long I'm gonna give you after that?
No, not before you get separated. Y'all married. Y'all good. He lose his job.
Okay.
And you supposed to stand by your man. Right?
Okay.
So while you down, I got this. Baby.
Okay.
I got up.
Okay.
It ain't no time limit. If that's your
Shit.
man, if that's your man,
It's gotta be a time.
I got it. I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna give
man.
my husband, right? I give him 6 months. Come on, baby. Now
6 months.
that's a long time.
Because after that,
That's a long time to get on your feet.
alimony.
That's a long
And I'm
time to
not
get your shit together.
Okay.
It don't take no
6
time.
months to get together, but what if this man was taking care of you the whole time, and you wasn't working, and he took care of the whole crib? 6 months, you'll get.
Well, she just gave me a time. So I mean, I just gave you a time.
I'm giving you a time.
So
if this
listen,
man took care of the family forever and told you ain't got to work, if that man fall down, you giving this nigga 6 months?
Okay, well that's different.
After that, you gotta pay alimony.
That's tough. That's tough.
Here's the thing: the flip side of it. When you think of it from a man's perspective, that's why I ain't gonna lie. I tell my son, she can't be a stay-at-home wife. She has to have a job. I'm sorry. Everybody got to work around.
I'm gonna tell you like
I'm
this.
sorry. You don't work. Your ass start cheating and shit. You get bored. You get too much. You got too much time.
I don't mind.
You need to start. She needs to have a job.
I don't mind. You gotta keep doing something.
So, like, I am a proponent of prenup because
you a what?
A proponent of that shit.
Prenups,
baby. Because here's my thing: if I ever marry a rich man, I'm gonna invest that shit, and I'm gonna be good. If this shit don't work, I'm good because I done already used this motherfucking financial gain to get my own shit.
As you should. You don't play around with a leverage like that. You don't.
As you should.
Learn something in the situation. You can't just be in a situation
bullshit
and be the same. You can be stagnant.
Yeah.
You know what? Dale should have been on this show.
I don't need
he should. He I don't know why you ain't got him.
First of all, is women out here making $12 an hour act like they want a nigga to sign a prenup.
Sign something for your ass, all right?
What is she?
Gonna be your walking.
Well, Dale, she has a house in Texas because that's one of the things. I was taking some real estate classes in Texas, and this was actually before I bought my house. And that common law shit. Here, they acknowledge that shit as if legal, right? Sure. And so that is another reason why no nigga, you can't leave shit in my house. I'm sorry, you can't because you be like that. Not nothing. When you leave, take everything that you came in this motherfucker with. Because I don't know what the laws is. I tried to do the research and I couldn't figure it out. How do we make sure that you are not deemed my common law husband? Go ahead, Reese. Go ahead. So we have to, but if I'm like a landlord, 30 days and your ass is out. Here's my thing. So I know, Dale, you said that they make it $12 an hour. But if she a homeowner, if she has assets, because she might be making $12 an hour now, but she might have made some money before. Or she might have just actually was really smart with her money. right? And she has accumulated some assets. So she has to have a prenup to secure her assets because these niggas is trying to move in. Let me tell you something.
Oh my God, the niggas trying to move.
The amount of niggas that we meet that don't even have their own place.
It's just I mean, my thing is just why bullshit? Just let me know what you're trying to do instead of leaving shit here. Bullshit like
you can't move into my shit. I promise you, I will throw your shit in the trash. I swear to God, you're not.
I agree.
You should have your own place. And I understand that shit is high now. Rent is high. And so, and a lot of people,
doing shit together
in that bullshit because you trying to save money. But if you own assets, if you own a house and you move a motherfucker in there, and now you got to go through the court and all that shit to get this nigga, I don't
it's real. Kind of, but you gotta know your laws. Gotta know what you're dealing with. Gotta know where you stand.
You can't just move a motherfucker in, and it's a lot of them doing that. That's why so many black singles, because we are at war with each other.
That's deal. That's deal.
That someone is trying to get over. Facts.
They're good.
Facts.
That's what you really.
Facts. That's why I say he calls me out on my shit all the time. But that is real life facts. We are all scared. We are all scared, and we're trying to make sure I don't get gotten the other person. And so now we're not progressing because we both on the defense, and that's fucked up. Like at some point you have to say, let me go ahead and Dale said I can't spell vulnerable. I can't stand talk about Nikki can't spell vulnerable. But at some point, you drinking. At some point, somebody has to be vulnerable.
You do.
And somebody has to say, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take a chance.
Yeah.
And see where this go. But you know, when it comes down, because we all have worked too hard to lose what the fuck we worked for over the wrong person. Miyoshi said, coming from a property manager, if a man has any piece of mail coming to your house, if there's ever a domestic dispute, the police can't do nothing.
Can't do nothing.
Woo, child, baby. Woo. So, okay, Miyoshi.
But you shouldn't even be calling police anyway. Like, I think that's low.
Right.
Unless.
So, if this nigga has some shit sent to my house, do I just need to shred it immediately?
No, because it's in the system. It's in the system that he got mail going there.
Well, a motherfucker can easily just do that. Like, if he come visit you and know your address, what if this nigga have something sent to your house?
That shit to go into.
Okay, so them 30 days, y'all good. Miyoshi, we need to talk because I just need to make
sure. Don't talk to her,
Miyoshi,
because your man hating ass don't need to be talking to nobody.
To know. She said, did y'all see that? We gonna put that's a show. That's a show right there. She said if they have any piece of mail sent to your house, you can't put them out.
You can't. Here in Texas, you can't. I learned it here though.
Squatters have more rights than homeowners. Like straight up. Squatters have more rights than home. I've read and I've seen biographies of people who will go into a foreclosed home, but between the time that they foreclose on it and somebody else buys it, they've lived in it, and now guess what? They gotta buy this person out for this new homeowner to buy.
Wow. See, I ain't cut out. Wow. I ain't cut out.
Yeah, I ain't built for all that.
I ain't cut out.
I got 2 blocks on Sangamon and Morgan.
This shit ain't gonna go good.
I got 2 blocks.
Okay, we got Ask Miss Nick questions. We got videos. We got some Ask Miss Nick videos this week. So Ask Miss Nick where you get the truth, or don't ask me. Straight no chaser. I don't know why they keep asking me questions, but because I be.
Because they know you're going to have fools on here.
I be raw and uncut. Ashley.
Yeah, let's do Ashley.
From Dallas.
Hey, Ashley in Dallas.
I was asked a question, do I want to be married or do I not want to be married? Honestly, I went through both seasons where I thought one day, this is just not gonna happen. I'm not gonna be married. But honestly, I do want to be married, and I believe that marriage is a ministry, it's a blessing, And for some people, depending on what you are called to do in life and the mantle that God has placed upon you, it may require a spouse because God wants you all to do it together. So that's my reason for wanting to be married. Again, there's blessings in being single. I wouldn't mind being single for the rest of my life either because I've had so much hope and desire to be married. And at my older age, it hasn't happened, but I know God is still faithful. I know God is still able. I know God can do exceedingly abundantly. But to answer the question and to stay on topic, I would love to be married because I believe that the mantle on my life requires a husband. Peace and blessings be upon you all.
Fellas.
Oh,
So
thank
let's
you
talk
so
about
much.
that. So, like she said, she would love to
Peace.
be. What's that?
Peace and blessings.
She gonna
She
do
said she would love to be married. So, what
Oh, you
is
said he?
the benefits
Oh,
of
boy,
marriage?
I thought you
I've
said that
heard
was a
people
dude.
say.
Boy, I was finna lose
I've
my
heard
mind.
people say, "What is the benefit of marriage versus just being together and being in love and being happy?"
Nick, Miyoshi, you ain't never gonna get the link ever. To answer the question that was proposed,
I'm gonna send
the
it to you, Yoshi.
no, you better not. The benefit
Oh, shit.
is that in the end times, you have something to receive from the other person that you've
Yep.
given your life to. The problem is nobody knows who's gonna go first.
That's true.
You know what I'm talking about?
I
So-
say to me it's because people be like it's just a piece of paper. It's illegal. It is an agreement. So I remember reading. No, it was on the news, I think, and this couple was together forever, and he ended up passing away, and they lived. Now I do want to. They maybe it was a condo. They didn't have a house, but they had some property together. And when he died, apparently his kids didn't like her. And so they immediately put her out. But they had been in this property or wherever they were living for like 30 plus years.
So that means that he left his kids in
They weren't
charge,
married.
but he left his kids in charge
Well,
of his
here's the
estate.
thing, because even I think it depends on the state, right?
Mhm.
Because even when my mom died, my stepfather could not sell property that they owned without getting me and my brother's
And that's the
permission.
difference.
And they were married for 35 years.
But he did never declare that in his will.
And you know what though? The bad part about that is obviously that person didn't do what they need to do as a spouse to make sure that the kids, even if they had to get involved, be like, you know what? Well, we don't want to get involved with that. You know what? You was living with them. That's
Yeah.
your situation.
And that's what it
And y'all
should have
take care
been,
of
right? That's what, because that is my thing. If she been living there 30 plus years, she's
That's the
investing in
crib.
there.
That's the crib.
Yeah.
That's her crib.
And so now she has to find somewhere else to live.
So now you're gonna say, hey, you know what? If you didn't like the lady, your ass got to go.
Right.
You already
But-
don't live
Cause
here,
you
so
have-
what
but
difference?
I mean,
You got
but
to go.
you know, and it's like leave
Go
her
put the
alone.
list back up, Don. Let's see who
What's
next.
this list? Okay, we got Tank.
Ooh, the 50-year-old. I ain't 50, but I like 50 plus year old shit.
Hi, my name is Hortensia and I am from Dallas, Texas. I am 50 years old and I have never been married. I was engaged before and it didn't work. It was probably maybe 15 years ago, but that didn't discourage me from wanting love again. I've had a few relationships afterwards and those failed and still didn't discourage me. I believe in love, but now I'm purposely dating with the intention of getting married. It seems that people think because you're of a certain age and you hadn't been married yet, that there's something wrong with you. No, I just chose not to say yes to everybody who asked me to marry them, which about 3 people did. So don't get discouraged. Love's still out there. To marry them, which about 3 people did. So don't get discouraged. Love's still out there.
Will.
That's encouraging. Wait,
Will.
what you got to say?
Sweetheart, please tell that brother you wear a wig when you start. That's number one. Okay.
I'm out.
Number two.
Hey,
I'm finna go.
Number two.
Don,
Because you are a
put
gorgeous
them-
woman.
Put them stats
I'll
back
never
up.
fuck
Put
that.
them
I don't
stats
care
back
what
up.
y'all.
Log me out.
All of them. Log all them out. Let me tell you, sweetheart, listen. You are a gorgeous female. I think you are very attractive. You just don't got no hair. So let that brother know. Let that brother know that you are wearing a wig, because that is going to deter a lot of brothers from being interested. They can go to the bathroom. I'm talking the truth, and I'm telling you from a man's perspective. So, and I'm not trying to be funny on you, because obviously you are a beautiful melanated sister. I'm just telling you. Make sure that they understand that up the first, before whatever your reason is to not have your have hair. It could be medical, whatever the issue is. Let the brother know up front. The second thing is, over 50, a lot of brothers are gonna look at you as what is wrong with you. They are gonna be dead wrong because they don't know you, but they're gonna ask the question. So please, when they talk to you, talk to them openly. Give them the opportunity. Don't bait nobody in. Don't let nobody think that you are gorgeous, and then they want you, and then they realize that everything else is going on with you is a different situation. I'm just trying to keep it buck with you. I don't want you to feel like I'm down to you, because I thought you was a gorgeous woman, and you know what I'm saying? In my heyday, I would have shot my shot because you got a gorgeous face, and that would have been the end of it, and I would have said how I felt about you. But for real, the question that you're asking and the people that you're dealing with, maybe 2 or 3 things that are missing in that issue, bro. I'm on my own. Ooh, they done gave me the mic by my damn self. Why did y'all do that? But again, hey, sweetheart,
We going to all of
I don't think that there was
3 more people, 3 more.
When it came to you, I think that a lot of brothers probably will be wondering why you don't have hair. I think that would be the number one issue that would cause men to be skeptical about going forward with you. So be open with that in your future and letting them know that, hey, this blonde ain't real. He might not be the bad fault, but that don't eliminate her being a buck when she steps up.
But at the same time, it's going to be a time and a place for all that conversation. Yeah, you may not disclose that the very first night. You know what I'm saying? It would be all right depending on. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, you really gotta. It's a pick and choose situation with that. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
If I was dying of cancer, right? Which would mean that, you know, these 360s, you know what I'm talking about? If I was dying of cancer, these 360s gonna be up out of there, right? I'm not meeting nobody with a bald head, knowing I got 5 years. The person that I'm talking to.
Hold on. Look who you asked.
The person that I'm talking to.
You've been here for as long as I've been here with this person. Look who you asked.
You know what?
So look, Blue said, which is your ass. He say, your ass gets sick and can't take care of yourself. You wish you had.
What? Hold on, go back. I missed that one.
I'm just now realizing that when I saw my mom and dad going through it before.
That's why your name is a color, because your mama could. Never mind. I'm just just jokes. It's just jokes. I ain't mean nothing about your mama or your name. I'm just talking shit. But your ass gets sick and can't take care of yourself, and you'll wish you had. I'm just realizing.
Lord. Who we got? Okay.
No, we
might need to take away his mic.
We're not visiting D. LaShawn. We're not visiting her mics.
Let's go.
My name is DeLaShawn Bordeaux. I'm 36. I'm the founder of a nonprofit organization, as well as I work for the Chamber of Commerce. I have been married in the past. It did not work out. It was not meant to be. And we both came to the agreement and decided to part ways. Would I get married again? Of course. One monkey does not stop the show. So you learn, you live, you grow, and you continue with the process.
I'm ready to see what's out there and how I can meet that significant other and grow with them in the future. In the past, it did not work out. It was not meant to be. And we both came to the agreement and decided to part ways. Would I get married again? Of course. One monkey does not stop the show. So you learn, you live, you grow, and you continue with the process. I'm ready to see what's out there and how I can meet that significant other and grow with them in the future.
So I would like to ask how many times she's been married. Because from what I've heard what I've heard is that people who have been married twice will not do it again. They're very hesitant to do it again. That's what I've heard. I ain't never been married, so I don't know.
Dear LaShawn,
Huh?
you can get married. You're young. You're like what, 35, 34. You got a lot of years ahead of you. There's a lot of years of marriage ahead of you. It's a lot of people who ain't gonna get that. But back to the young lady who
Don't
spoke
you
before.
listen?
I just want to apologize. No,
I
because I feel
say-
like I came off
Okay.
wrong.
What you say about my friend? Now, what you say? I had y'all know
what I
if
said
gone,
was
I had to,
let them
What you
know that you got a situation going on.
what
She
situation?
said like the chick that commented didn't have no hair.
She has hair.
She looked like my bro with a hat on.
No,
That's all
no,
I'm
no,
saying.
no.
And that's what I was saying. Let the dudes know.
But hold on.
I couldn't see.
But
that she
let's
had
go
hair.
on that, right? Let's go on that. Let's go on that.
Y'all don't
Let's
want to
go.
meet the dude wearing a hat when
Let's
you know
go
he
on that.
got a bald.
What if
he
she
got
was
LeBron
bald
James.
though?
No,
What's
we
wrong
not
with
gonna
the?
do this.
Because
And
there
I'm not
are
doing
some
this.
women.
Nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not accepting.
Women call it hatfish.
Yeah.
What
if
is?
you-
What,
Don't
no,
hairfish.
that's
Don't hairfish.
that's
me.
like if you have a bald spot in the middle and some other shit going
Yeah.
on.
You
Just cut that
Don't
shit out.
hairfish me.
Just cut that
Don't
shit out.
hairfish me.
No.
This nigga always got a hat on. And then when we get to the club, they like no hats.
That's all I'm
We
saying.
get there and I got a damn cul-de-sac.
Turn around and look at that screen. Tell me what she look like.
What?
There she is right there.
Tank is a. Let me
Oh
say
no.
something.
I said
Tank
she
is
was a
a bad.
beautiful
Yeah,
woman.
Tank is bad.
Okay, Tank.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, Tank is bad.
You can get it, Tank, and I'm
Trust me.
not gonna knock away from that. You are gorgeous. All I said was a lot of men are physical creatures. We're looking for hair. If you ain't got it and you got an issue that causes you to not have it, don't not tell that man. I ain't saying first date, but by
gonna
the
meet
time
her
we
like
finna
that,
hook
though.
up,
No, but she got her hair just short. She
You said
has
who?
hair. Yeah.
and I'm okay. I'm good with that. Come on, your ass back.
Yeah,
in
she know
here.
she got
You
hair.
Mississippi
And
roll,
again, I'm look.
Arkansas. I don't know.
He just said we just say the South is the South.
The South is the South. Texas,
All of
Arkansas,
it is all the
Mississippi.
same.
It's the same damn thing compared to us.
So
Right.
listen,
Hold on, let's go on period with that ball there. On board.
I hear.
Mike.
On board.
I got you, baby.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
that's the end.
That's her income. 200K. Baby girl, you ain't gotta wear damn wig. Ever.
Hey, let me log.
no,
Ever again.
but here's the thing. But
Just tell me to wear the wig.
But
Just
let's
tell
talk
me
about
up
that
front.
though.
That's
See,
all I'm
this is
saying.
why this is the problem. And then y'all say we have unrealistic expectations and all that shit. But it's like what was that stair step shit? Reality. I don't like that stair step shit. Let me just say that. I don't like that stair. I like that hat though. I want one of that. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to being married, and then you do it. I saw that's another statistic that I saw, and it said, I think it said 70% or something like that of third marriages fail. 70% of the third marriages fail. So you get that shit, you do that shit 3 times, and the shit don't last. That's fucked up. What you doing it for?
But you know what though? Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. How many people out here really? Let's really talk about the main thing.
Yeah.
How many people out here get married just because?
Oh,
Stability.
absolutely. Let me tell you something.
It don't even be what the hell you thought it was when it happened.
True.
So let me tell you this. I was engaged twice. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah.
He need
I was
one.
engaged twice.
I got one. I
You
got
got
one, bro.
You sure?
I got one, bro.
He need
I'm
something.
gonna stop talking for the rest of the night.
I was
Baby.
engaged
I don't want
twice.
no more problems because I'm about to lose followers.
Is over
I
there.
done lost about 700. And this is some bullshit. Just because you black ass motherfuckers don't agree with me. Fuck y'all. You know what? You know what? I'm going to.
Nobody said they didn't agree.
I got 2,500 free followers, and if 700 of y'all don't agree with me,
Then you finna have how many?
15. And I don't want y'all. Because that means y'all ain't watching because y'all don't agree with me. Anywho, Teresa, where you at? I
What
want
the
to
fuck?
find you.
He done made me lose track. Oh, I was engaged twice. And the second time I had to call, well, I called both of them off. But the second
See?
time.
See? See?
Well,
She ain't want
listen
chicken
now.
wings, and she only
'Cause
wanted
I wasn't
lobster
finna
at the
do that
wedding, and
shit
she
just to be
canceled.
doing the shit. And so the second
did
time I
it
called
already
it off
twice.
because he was controlling. But he was on paper, he was the ideal husband, right?
What's on paper? Wait. What's the ideal husband?
When we look at, we
please
talking
let me
about
know.
education,
Is
we
that the
talking about
44K
salary,
person,
we
50K?
talking
Of course it was.
50K, 44K.
You know it was.
Is that what you mean by
50
that?
or 44.
50. I'm saying that's what they was talking about earlier.
What's
No, he
44?
wasn't a 50 or 44.
Okay, I'm
He
just
was,
saying. That's what
yeah.
they was talking about earlier.
Nah, he was,
Up a little higher
yeah.
than that.
On paper, it looked good, right? However, he was controlling. And I was like, so everybody was like, Nikki, like you gotta, hey, everybody think I'm mean and shit. I'm not mean. Like I'm really not mean. Like
But you told me I was mean.
you are, but I'm not.
You're mean because you didn't agree with what she was talking
No,
about.
no, he's
And
mean,
that's
but I'm not
2020
mean.
society.
But everybody think I'm mean. And so they was like, Nikki, you got to just, chill out, be cool. And I'm like, fuck that shit. So when I called it off, I sent a text to everybody, and then I turned my phone off for like the next 5 days because I was like, I don't want to hear this shit because at the end of the day, I'm the one that will have to live through this shit. You know what I mean? So, and it's up to me. So people will try to tell you to do some shit simply because.
Pass that phone to him.
She about to cuss him out.
Ooh.
No, this producer. No,
Tank.
Oh my God.
Hey. Hey, Tank.
No, you
You
supposed to
finna
be
cuss
that
somebody
nigga.
out?
No,
I ain't-
that ain't her. No, give it to him.
Hold on.
He
I'm
been
trying to
explaining to
tell
him
her.
what he said. Go ahead.
Ooh.
Did she call?
No, I called her. I'm producer. That's what I do.
She out. She on.
Hello. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what Oh, he said put you on speaker. I don't know. We're doing that now.
Put on speaker.
You ready to go?
That's what I'm talking about.
Let me hear it.
She on speaker, it just ain't up yet.
Yeah, up, turn up.
She's a Taurus.
Okay. All right, we got you on speaker.
So tell us what you do.
Hi,
Be a man, man. Got big nuts.
sweetheart. I have no idea. I've said a lot of shit tonight, so I need to know what you're addressing.
Well, she don't know.
Tell her what happened.
Which part?
About her video came up in your comments.
Oh, you were one of the persons.
She's
Hold
that
on,
one.
I got to find out what you said.
No,
She's the one with the
She didn't say
hair.
nothing.
That's her.
That's
Oh no. Oh, okay. So
Yeah, get your shit. Get your shit.
sorry, sweetheart. So what I was saying was, so if you got an issue that is causing you to have no hair, that this isn't something that most men we would want to know that before we get into an engagement of getting to know you. Like that is not something that 3 dates in now we realize that you don't have it. The issue behind that is not necessarily a problem.
She out. This ain't. Yeah. She don't hear
I don't know
him,
if she
and
can
she's
hear me
out.
and I can
Yeah,
hear her at
yeah.
the same time.
Yeah. No.
Okay, go ahead.
This okay.
Watch out, change numbers.
She want to make sure I can hear her.
Wrap this up.
And I want to make sure she can hear me
Yeah.
too, because I'm not insensitive. Thank you.
Yeah, we got other videos. I
Okay,
know, right?
let me know when you good.
Where is she? Ask her where she at so we can go party. Ask her where
They
she
said,
at.
where are you at? So we can know where she's at. She's at the
That's where we on
hideaway.
our way.
That's why
We
I'm on my
all
way.
coming to hideaway afterwards, okay? So I will
Yes,
meet you
on
in
my way.
person.
We on our
Don't
way.
leave till I get there.
No,
Okay,
tell
so
her we on our way.
well, we on our way.
We on
But
our way
what
to
I was
hideaway.
saying was, when it comes to a woman with no hair, we as a man, it's something that we want to know in the dope. Like it's not something that we want to guesstimate. Don't wear 15 different wigs on the first 5, and then we find out you ain't got it. All I was saying was we would like to know that in the dope, because there's a lot of men that's going to be a differential in whether we not date you. And that's something that we should address up front. I wasn't saying that disrespectful. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be disrespectful. I apologize. Okay.
Just so you know, I haven't had hair in 11 years.
Okay.
And the reason I don't have hair is because men found me so attractive that I decided when I mistakenly dyed my hair and my hair fell out, that I would look like a boy or a man. But men were so attracted to me. Men of all races, men of all colors.
They can't hear none of this. I'm sorry, y'all.
So me not having hair has nothing to do
Okay.
with disclosing anything.
Oh, y'all can hear this?
Wigs. And if I should choose to wear a wig, it's because I want to.
Okay.
So the men that
Definitely
are
a choice.
attracted to me, I don't have to explain anything.
And she's beautiful without it.
Okay.
She's beautiful without it.
And my
She's beautiful without it.
being
We are.
what attracts men to me. So I never had an issue. Not
Hey,
one day.
I
We on our
understand.
way.
But I felt like my hair was gonna make me look gay or look like a boy or a 8-year-old kid. Men were so attracted to me. That I decided, this is me. This is who I am.
And she
This is
listen.
my sexiness that I don't need to cover it up with anything. But should I decide to wear a wig, men are gonna give a fuck.
Definitely. If she coming out her way, I didn't see.
All right. Well, guess what? I'm coming to Hideaway. I'm about to meet you
Yeah, we on
in
our way.
about 40 minutes. I'm
No.
gonna see you with your non-hair having, and we go. Hold on, here go Nikki.
Tank. I'm on my way. Don't leave. All right, bye.
Oh my God, y'all just turned me. You know what? I ain't coming back on this show. They make me to be a villain every fucking time.
You set yourself.
I probably do. I probably
You
do.
do. You do.
Hey, I do it.
We about to wrap it up.
We
We
gonna
got
wrap
2
this
more
one up.
videos.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Gotcha. Lil Rock. Hopefully we talking about something good. Thanks.
Question of the day. Tank Talks. Question of the day. Which is worse after a relationship is over? A woman that is stigmatized or a man who is pussy whipped?
A man that's pussy whip.
Number one.
You say number one?
Yep.
Well,
What you say?
Yep.
He said a woman. I
Mhm.
said a man.
Mhm.
What you got?
I got both because I mean I'm not gonna go both, but I mean one of my friend guys just told me today a woman can make your day the best day or the worst fucking day.
Mhm.
So, but really I think a man.
Okay,
I done
you
seen
think a man?
men
What you
out of
think?
character. Oh yeah,
Which is worse?
after relationship, a man.
Probably a man.
Mhm.
Because them motherfuckers can't handle that shit.
No,
Y'all need to work on
See,
that.
y'all saying the guy can't handle that.
They can't handle
What
it.
are the terms of the breakup or the situation? You know what I'm saying? Now,
Regardless.
a woman stigmatized when the situation ain't even a relationship. Let's talk
Ain't
about
it,
that
man?
shit.
Well,
Ain't it, man?
hold on.
Ain't gotta be
What
no
did you
relationship.
do to make her think
Exactly.
He
it's a
fucked the
relationship?
shit out of you.
No,
What you
no,
think
no,
that
no.
stigmatized that one definition?
Here's the thing.
Nope.
it's a conversation.
Most times,
It must have been an open leak
y'all
conversation.
be playing motherfucking games,
Mhm.
trying to make a motherfucker, baby.
That's
You know
that's a
how
big
you know
ass
how I
umbrella.
feel about you and all that old bullshit that you don't gotta do. A lot of motherfuckers offer lies. I say these volunteer lies.
That ain't
Motherfuckers
dickmatized.
do lie because
Dickmatized mean one thing.
So they do all that
Dick,
shit,
listen,
and now you done
listen.
made her feel like she your woman.
Nikki.
Now if you fucking the good and you all deep
Oh,
up
dick,
in that
like I
shit,
said, dignitized got one
Grab
definition.
about
Pussy
hand,
whip
y'all
got
face to
one
face.
definition.
you can't be. Now you can't be all deep up in it and looking in her eyes.
Why? Why? That's
Come
sex.
on, man.
That's sex.
And then you wonder why she in love.
Oh,
and
but
she
then
ain't
guess
crazy
what?
shit.
Guess what? When y'all on top and you looking down and you talking about saying yes,
Choking on this shit.
then guess what? He pussy whip. It's the same damn differential. Y'all motherfuckers ain't shit. Boy, there is no such thing as 50-50.
Hold on. Tag us in. Fuck out of here. Y'all ain't shit.
I'm out of this one, dick.
You can't.
To hell.
You can't be fucking the motherfucker good and shit and then think that.
Oh, but guess what? Y'all get the same pussy every 30 niggas, and y'all want us to fuck y'all good, and then y'all giving the same pussy, and we get it and it's good because that's what the 29 we had before you wasn't no shit. But now your shit is on.
Can y'all tell me before we go? Can y'all tell me what classifies as good pussy?
Nope.
I ain't gonna tell
Because
you
y'all can't describe it.
Don't know.
It's bullshit.
Don't even know.
It's indiscriminate.
Wait. First of all, hold on.
Y'all can't describe
y'all,
good pussy.
I'll wait to get my answer.
Inquiring minds want to know what dictates, what makes good pussy good pussy. Yeah. It's some ownership
That's some
shit.
scary shit. That's the scary part. That's what motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Oh no, you know who
He said, yeah.
That's the nigga who talking about this my pussy, ain't it? And then you yes, face to face, yes.
So wait.
Fuck out of here. No goddamn well.
So when they face
goddamn
to face
well,
all that,
the
this
nigga
your
who-
pussy.
The nigga,
Wait.
the nigga that was hitting you doggy style the night before, and you had to look back at the nigga.
Wait.
Come
So
on,
when
man.
they looking face to face and that, baby, this your pussy.
Oh my gosh.
Come on. Next question.
Now that's true.
Men,
I agree with that.
No, I don't believe that.
I do.
No. Women are more because women are the emotional creatures. No, listen.
Men marry what they think they can fuck on forever and get the same.
But
thing.
here's the thing.
Yeah, no.
Here's the thing.
There's no thing. There's no thing. There's no thing. Nothing you're about to say is gonna equate.
It can be 10 niggas in the room, 8 niggas that went sit out in front of your house, see when they come over there. It can be 10 women. There's 4 women that went sit in the nigga house.
2 of them show up. All 10 of them dudes pulled up to your address.
That's what we do.
That's the differential.
Men cannot handle.
That's bullshit right there.
No, y'all can't handle that shit.
You can't handle what?
The shit that y'all dish out.
It's different. We handle it differently.
I said that before.
We
no.
And then when
Niggas
you
ain't-
meet a
niggas
nigga
ain't gonna do that shit.
in life, the nigga taking in the pussy.
He changed.
They no real nigga.
So, do y'all think it's a such thing as a man that's never been pussy whipped?
No.
You think so?
No.
Let's say 40 and up.
He might have been 14 and he 82 now, but he was pussy with
At
him. He
some
just don't
point.
remember that shit because he old.
No, I believe that it is a such thing as a nigga that ain't been pussy with. Because that's what I'm saying.
Go ahead, I'm gonna listen.
Niggas out
I ain't gonna believe you, but I'm gonna listen.
You got some niggas out here that's just counting bodies.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So a nigga out here.
It's been one that's been good. though.
Nigga out here
listen.
counting bodies. I don't care how good that motherfucking pussy was. He said, "Fuck it," because guess what? At the end of the day, one of his homeboys probably fucked the same bride.
Nope.
Guess what? That nigga, that's a body count. That's a notch.
You just count bodies.
Listen,
You count bodies.
I was trying to break.
I don't
Will
give a fuck
change.
if you still
Listen,
count bodies, nigga. One
listen,
of them was good.
listen. You missing.
Ain't no one gonna
I tried to break Wilt Chamberlain's record. Okay?
That's your fault.
And guess what? I've been pussy whipped. Period. It ain't got nothing to do with numbers. It ain't got nothing to do with numbers. It's got to do with everything about that chick that I got that pussy.
Yeah.
Period. Point blank. So guess what? It's a lot of us. We can pretend. We can pretend. But the reality is, at some point we gonna remind ourselves, damn, when I was 17, boy, that month I was lost. But I was on break Will Chamberlain's record. Man, stop playing
Just
with
count
yourself,
bodies,
bro.
but not-
That's the I
But
counted
even
bodies
in
because I
counting
wanted to
bodies-
break. Look, here's my problem. I wanted to break Wilt Chamberlain's 2000 female record. Then in 2007, I read his book and realized that his record was 20,000. And I realized it, nigga, I ain't never gonna break that record, nigga. I gotta let that shit go.
The thing about it was, I'm trying to figure out what you mean 2,000. I knew the record was 20,000.
Yeah, no, because when I first heard the record, I heard it as 2K. It was in 1996. I heard the record was 2,000 women, and I tried.
I'm only one taking shots right now.
Okay.
Take that
yeah,
shot,
you
bro.
don't. Yeah.
But that's that.
Huh. Okay. Love y'all.
I got a
was
third
fun.
percentage
This
thousand.
is fun. We about to wrap it up. We about to go to Hideaway.
To the Hideaway.
Love y'all. See y'all in next week. Next week.
He said, when did you hear?